Go on, carry on, mate.
Right. Hello, everyone.
And we're live.
Good evening, everybody.
How are we all?
Yeah, it's an unusual Friday night, to be honest. It's still not been, well, like I said, I only found out at 7 o'clock this morning, so it's just like 14 hours. But I know a lot of you guys and still haven't watched the full video what you done last night, and fair play to all of you for doing it. But yeah, it's mad to think, and I know a lot of channels have been doing tributes as well, and West Ham. I was watching Friday Night Pint Live earlier as well, and they done one as well. And I think it's just like you said, he was loved by everyone, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. You know, and
like I can't think of anyone that would have ever said a bad word about him, apart from maybe me calling him a prick. But that was.
I listen.
We like whenever I used to turn up in his
bands don't count.
Stream, you know, he'd be like, "Oh, who's this prick? Who's this prick?"
Yeah. Yeah, no, bands
it
don't
was always
mate,
bants with Peachy.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I only knew him for probably the better part of a year and a half. Got a really, really, really close and strong relationship with the fella, you know, and
in the past,
past
couple of months it has.
Yeah, go on, what, sorry?
I was gonna say, like, in the past, like, 8-10 months we've been, since like this year we've been a lot closer during 2022.
All of us, yeah, most definitely. But you know, I mean, like, as you probably know, you know, like Peach gave me my little shot, you know. Anton and Russ.
Gatesy, check in the group chat, mate.
I've sent it to him anyway.
Anton and Russ gave me opportunity to come into the studio one evening, and Peach was in the chat, and I was in the studio for about 8 or 9 minutes, I suppose, you know, just chatting with them. And then Peach asked me if I wanted to come on to Random, and I was like, yeah, go on, I'll have a go. And next thing I know, he's sending me all the logging in details, giving me the key to the door, basically, you know. Just, and then, like, when I decided that I wanted to start Green Street Elites, I spoke to him and I said, listen, Peach, this is what I want to do. How do you feel about it? I mean, I don't know, but I think the geezer might have come in his pants a little bit, because he was just really excited about it. You know, he was just all for it. You know, he was all for it. It weren't like he didn't feel like I was, you know, having a pop at him or wanting to get away from him or his channel. He realised that I just wanted to do something different, and he was all for it, full of support. Bigged me up at every opportunity he could, you know, and I love him for it.
Yeah,
loved him for it.
Yeah, it's like Ray, she was on there. Do you remember? I've mentioned it a couple times. I mentioned it on Forge and meant in a chat. Do you remember when he got that shirt? You was on the stream when that shirt I sent out to him. How happy he was.
Yeah.
That was
I made
just
up
like
all the thumbnail for that. I was there with you guys when he opened it. Because he had all that trouble, because you put Peach on the parcel and they wouldn't accept his ID.
Yeah, I know.
And do you know what, Andy? Last time I
spoke
to him, he was wearing that top. Last time I spoke to him, he was wearing that top and reminded me of the store.
Last time I spoke to him, he was wearing that top.
I know. It was probably, 5 days ago? You know, 5-6 days ago.
Yeah, it's mad. It's do you know what the hardest part for me to digest more than anything else is like what we was talking about earlier, the voice notes and stuff. But I was just it's the simple question, like, how was your day? And it'll be 8 minutes, and all we'll say is, I've just got up. But it'll be an 8-minute voice.
Voice saying, I've just got up, isn't it?
I just got up, finished off my shawarma from last night, and it was all good. You know, you could have said.
I'm going to go to Subway to get a sub, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Oh, what was that sub you said I should try? Because I think it was this, and I think it was. Oh, brilliant! He was great. When
Yeah,
I mean, come
yeah,
on.
like, honestly.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know a lot of
It's
people
just-
bant around the word legend a lot, and you know sometimes it don't fucking mean a lot. But for me, I think Pete was a bit of a legend because there ain't nobody like him, not on any platform in anywhere in the world, as far as I know. You know, I think
Platform, planet.
well, you know what I mean. He got both spoonfuls of madness
Yeah,
when it
he's one of a
was
kind.
dished out. Brilliant.
But is there anyone else? I think couple because we can't see who's in the back. Is there anyone else in the background, Reese? Because they come up and said
Charlie,
audio.
good evening, Charlie.
Gates is in audio only. It's us all that on the screen, and Gates is audio only.
Yeah, because you can't see the audio thing no more. Gates, are you there, mate?
Which
Yeah, how come some
is
audio?
annoying.
Don't know. Is your camera not on?
I don't know.
Yeah, my camera's off, but that doesn't normally stop you from coming on screen. But hey ho.
No, I think it's the new
Yeah, no,
update. What
it's
StreamYard's
new
done.
It's been a
it's-
new update, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Pete's
an
been
option in the
complaining
settings
about
which
it
you can have
for a
it
few
turned
Well,
on.
days.
Alfie was on Forged earlier, and he doesn't have his camera on.
There's an option. There's a settings option that you have to turn on and off to do it. It's
Oh,
default
yeah.
on by it. It's defaulted as on, but someone on one of these streams at some point must have turned it off.
Reese, do you want to check them settings?
How do we do it?
It's probably in the
God
You
settings.
knows.
go,
Oh, I'm gonna have a look now.
You'd probably have to do it, Reese, because
My camera's off. Anyway, I don't really make
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
He's there.
There we go. Clever deckers. Clever deckers.
Oh,
I'm just retweeting out the tweet video of it.
may I just mention, just in case anyone's watching this, it's passed by, that it may interest. There is a GoFundMe page that's been set up. The purpose behind it was to purchase a stone to pay tribute and for Peach at Champions Place, London Stadium. And any surplus funds, once that's paid for, will obviously go straight to the family. If anyone wants to make a contribution to that, I'll put the link in the chat in a moment. And if anyone
I'm doing it now for you, Gatesy.
Okay, that'll do. Yeah, perfect. I mean,
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say,
target.
one of you guys puts it in the chat.
I just have to say though, on that note, Rob, that you set that up 4 hours ago, mate.
I don't even think it was that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But the generosity of the people that knew and loved Peach, in less than 4 hours, guys, we've raised over 1,500 quid. So big everybody up that's put money in. Don't stop putting money in, guys.
We raised about
£1,000
in an hour and a half. We raised £1,000 in an hour and a half on that today.
Yeah.
Great.
So, let's not stop donating, guys. It don't stop. The parents going to need to have extra resources for all the arrangements they need to make. So, guys, please donate as much as you can.
Yeah, please do, guys. I was gonna, if one of you guys wants to pop it into the chat. I've
just done it, mate, for you.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say I know. Both Hammerettes are here, and they're both moderators, so they can allow the comment to come through because it's a link, isn't it? So that's what. Mohammed, if you go, or should I say Cyber, if you go, if you come onto the YouTube video, there should be a link in the chat to donate.
Yeah. It's also on.
If you give me 2 seconds.
It's also on Gates's personal.
It's on Gates's Facebook.
I think it's on mine as well.
Yes, on Gates's Facebook. Yep, yours. Becca
definitely
shared it. Lucas shared it. Everyone shared it apart from me, 'cause I'm banned again, obviously. But it's on my Twitter. It's on Gates's Twitter. Like, you can find it. Like
it's definitely available.
Yeah.
It's and I just want to say thank you to everybody.
There we go. Miss Hammeret's just popped it in the chat for us.
Perfect. Brilliant. Thank you.
There we go.
Spot on.
But the
It's on
maddest.
Duke's Facebook as well.
Yeah. No, I was just saying the mad thing. What it is as well is it's just the streams. Like sometimes when I'm on the early shift at work, I'm up at 5 and Peach has still been going for the last 4 hours. And it's like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You
you'll get
just
up at 5 and me, Peach, and Charlie will be laughing about Greg's or something.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we're all going to miss. We're all
Yeah,
going to miss that.
Yeah.
that he would send at 2:30 in the morning UK time when I was snoring my head off. I'd wake up sort of 6, 7 o'clock, look at my phone, and he sent me a StreamYard link, and there's a voice note, yo, Gatesy, my G, and he's sort of basically sort of saying, come on
Yeah.
and sort of just chat shit for an hour or two, and the thing that,
Yeah, I
I
did, by the way,
kind
James. Yeah.
the thing that I kind of regret is in the last month or so, I've tried to sort of take a bit of a backward step from YouTube, from social media in general, to be perfectly honest with you,
As
because
if I would be pre-season and stuff, I have as well.
I just found it sort of quite a lot of the sort of like the chat, especially as it went on, and various things, and a lot of it got a bit negative, and I was just like, do you know what? I just need to take a step back and just sort of distance myself from a lot of the stuff that was going on. And a couple of times he'd sort of say, "Oh, come on, come on," and I was like, "Mate, I'm not being funny to you. It's no offense to you, but I'm trying to stay away from it as much as possible. It's no offense to you. Unless it's something that I've committed to in advance, then I'm trying to stay off unless something very, very pressing comes up, like we sign a player or we do this and we do that." And even then, to be honest, when we signed Areola, Downs, and Aguerd, I didn't really do much. And it's something now that I do bitterly regret.
Yeah.
That he sort of sent me a message, and I was like, mate, I just don't, no, like I say, no, wasn't being funny to him or anything in any way, shape, or form. But it was just like, mate, I don't want to sort of do it.
But
And
then, like Pete would have understand that 100% though, Rob,
oh, he did. Oh, he did that. And he was always,
Yeah, he did, because I went on a like month break where I didn't come on any shows or really talk football or anything really before pre-season kicked off and stuff. And like as soon as I come back into it, he was absolutely fine with me. He understood it. Like, and I just wish I'd just come on a chat bollocks about aliens with him. You know what I mean? Like, I used to love that.
A comment's been put in. Oh, a comment's just been put in at the bottom that Peach's parents are watching. So, hello, Peach's parents, and we're
Good
sorry.
evening.
Hi guys.
Good evening to you both.
I don't have the words to articulate
Yeah.
what we're all feeling, and what we're feeling must be pales to insignificance to what those guys are going through. And all I can say, if you're watching this guy, from everyone here, from everybody in the YouTube West Ham fraternity, anyone that Peach encountered, all we can do is extend our deepest and sincerest condolences, and it's nowhere near enough, but it's seriously all we can give, along with whatever this GoFundMe page manages to rustle up. As I say, once we've paid for the
I don't know how much the stone is, but it's not as much as we've raised, is it? So
no, I mean, we've got
his mum and dad are gonna get some money sent over anyway, regardless.
It's currently at £1,545 as we speak.
Yeah.
And that's in less than 4 hours, guys.
Yeah.
What are we going to do in 4 days?
Yeah. It's brilliant.
It's fantastic response from everybody.
If someone wants to pop the link in again or something, one of the admin guys will pop the link in again for us, and then everyone can have a look in. Johnny Ibrox is in the building. His mate from down the road. I found one of his a video of him and them two in a car together, like with some music playing and stuff earlier. It's just beautiful.
Yeah,
it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I was chatting to Pete one evening on. Well, it was evening for me. It was daytime for him, and we were just chatting. And he was in some like random street. He said he hadn't even planned it. He was in a random street, and a car pulled up behind him, Johnny Ibrox. So we had a little chat and stuff, you know. And that was just Pete, you know. He would just be anywhere and just do his streams, and you know, brought a bit of joy and a bit of fun to everybody's day, you know. That's what I loved about it.
I loved it when he used to be out in the streets, because he used to be out in the streets, then he'd disappear for about an hour, leaving us start talking, and then he'd appear back in his bedroom, wouldn't he, with the green screen and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it was the street that was his domain, though, wasn't it? That was like the lion prowling around, you know, in the jungle, and that was his territory. That was just where you expected him to be doing the stream. All of the rest of us, generally speaking, 99% of the time, when we do our YouTube broadcasts, we're doing it from home or work or somewhere indoors. Not Peach. He 99% of the time he'd be out and about.
In some car park, wasn't he? He was in some random car park.
Mate, I've seen him in what he used to call the English store. He'd be in there chatting to the staff and this and that, and he'd be still streaming, you know, while he's in the shop buying his HP beans or whatever, or his Holmes beans and stuff, you know. Mate, listen, the guy's a legend, and you know it was great, you know, because he used to get his dad to come into the sort of, you know, and get on the stream and stuff, and then he would disappear and come back, and you know, random really was a good word for him. Yeah, go on.
Did I misremember? Was it you that was on a stream with him one time, and he dropped off? I think his battery might have died, and someone, as I say, forgive me if it wasn't you, but I had a vague recollection it was you that was left on a stream, and you had no way of stopping the stream.
That's correct. That was me. Yes, that was.
My memory playing tricks.
Yeah. I in the end, I think it took about an hour and 20 minutes or so for me to decide. But in the end, I just decided to just leave the studio. You know, I couldn't end the stream, and I thought, well, if nothing's happening, obviously, you know, YouTube will shut it down. Not for 4 hours, they didn't. So yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
It was, yeah. And then Peach contacted me later on in the day and said, "Oh, what happened, mate? I came back on and you were gone." I was like, "Hang on a minute. I was on for an hour and 20 minutes. And then there was a 4-hour break where there was nothing on screen except for just, like, literally the background that's behind us all now, that red background. That was literally all that was on for about 4 hours of the stream."
Gatesy, do you know a memory? My mum's literally just messaged me. The Only Fools and Horses quiz on your channel.
Oh, banging. Yeah, that was great.
He loved a bit of Fools and Horses. He loved his spider. He loved a bit of Fire Mash. He loved his West Ham. And crazy. I hope you guys don't think I'm talking out of turn. I think I mentioned it to Charlie a little bit earlier. We're here on West Ham Random, and it just seems so. And I hope you guys don't take offence to this. It just seems so empty without him, because he was West Ham Random, and West Ham Random was.
No, definitely.
You know, there's a pair of boots there at Big Field, and five guys on the screen, and we can't fill one of them. Do you know what I mean? That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Well, you know. I think we've already done this so many times, but if anyone's got a drink, it's a Peach.
Oh man, yeah. Hang on, where's mine?
Peach.
Yeah, there it is.
But
Peach.
Yeah, he used to ask me to do my own show and stuff, and I was like, I don't want to. This is your project. You know what I mean? It's all about Peach.
He did the same with me, Reece, and you know that's what kind of encouraged me to go out and start Green Street Elites, because Peach was just so full of, you know, compliments and support and ideas and stuff, you know. And I said to him, look, you know, I think I want to start my own channel. And the guy was leaping up and down like it was his birthday. It was unbelievable. I mean, the guy was just so humble, loving, caring, giving, you know. I mean, yeah, we all know he had
people that might have quite offended
one or two moments. Yeah, there were one or two moments where people weren't too enamored, but hey, you know,
shit happens.
But I've had so many like you said, sometimes when I'm off work or it's a Friday night and I've gone down the bar and I'm on the same level as Peach. Obviously, I had a few drinks, and some of the stuff like singing, we were singing. I think Reese was there. I think that when you sing it, we were singing Bob Marley songs and stuff and rapping for like an hour, and everyone else. But you'd be surprised. It's more lively late at night. The chat. It's like everyone is like nocturnal, isn't it? Really. And that was.
It was like we'd have people watching. Like I know me and Duke spoke about it when I went up and saw him. We had people sat there in the chat for like hours just listening to us chat shit. Like, and it would be like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning UK time. And let me get you back in.
Yeah, 8 or 10 people sitting there watching you. Great.
Yeah, all night. They're just sitting there listening to us talking crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that comment from WHU58. One of my memories was when Budgie was trying to get Peach to read the comments on YouTube for about 10 minutes. He just wouldn't listen.
That sounds about right. That's all right. I'm not putting. I could put the comments up, but I'm not. Like, because we get quite a lot of comments and stuff.
If I remember rightly on that night, I got the ump with him so much. I went, look, if you don't listen to me, I'm just going to go. I'm just going.
But Pete was stubborn and just went, okay then. We waved to you, didn't
they? Yeah, mate, you know. But bless his heart, mate. You know, it's great. It was great to be on with him at times, you know, because, you know, his positivity, you know, it was just so infectious. Really, really was infectious.
Do you know what I've started saying? Oh, sorry, mate.
No, go on, mate. Go on.
No, I was just saying, do you know, like the memories? It's like even in the, like learning Peach's lingo, like the amount of times now I say like my bad and stuff. You know, like when you talk to him for so long, like you're sitting there and you like even at work, I made a mistake the other week. And I went my bad. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just like the link.
Yeah, I always say like done no and my G and all that now all the time. And it's just like this is from Peach.
Do you know, it's funny. There's actually part of me that I know what you're saying. There's certain little things that you absorb, but again, in the same way as West Ham Random, I just think if I was to try and say something like that, it'd sound quite contrived. You know, with him, that was just him. You know, it wasn't like an act. I mean, it was like I don't know if it was Duke that said it on Forged earlier that when we first saw Peach bouncing around on Hammer's chat and whatever else, and I was the same. And I don't know about you guys. You guys can sort of, you know, give me your thoughts on it. But
a YouTube character.
I did think, is this a sort of like an act? Is this sort of like a sort of like his game face, and like when he's away from the camera, is he a much more quiet and passive individual? And then when I actually got sort of away from the camera, he's exactly the same. In fact, he was probably the dial was cranked up when the camera was off. It was like, oh my word! But he was such a sweet,
one of a kind,
and gentle guy.
Yeah. Want to acknowledge the fact that Foe is in the building. Good evening, Foe. Thank you for joining us.
No, I did ring Foe and let him know this morning. Like, because like I think I've rang. I rang you last night, didn't I? I rang Charlie last night. I rang Frankel last night. Like, you guys have been a rock for these last 2 days. Like, because you all know what me and Peach were like, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course, definitely. You know, hearts out to you too, Fo. Thanks for that, buddy. Love you, man.
My mum's just said as well. Peach will always be in the building.
Oh,
Always. Alfred's got
Rah, rah, rah.
17 and a half. 1.7k.
Wow.
Brilliant.
That's amazing. That is mad, isn't it?
Yeah, like I remember back when I was working at Amazon. Do you lot remember that? And I used to hop on for like a minute or two to say hello and all that. When I was not meant to be on my phone at work, and he would not let me leave.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I used to be like, I can't be on my phone, but I'm gonna come on and say hello and all that. And he would not let me leave. I was like, I've got work to do. Those sort of days.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's just like you said. This is West Ham random, and the amount of random conversations I've had. Like literally, I think like off air, like even on voice notes, I've talked about food and stuff. Like Charlie would love it as well. For literally like 4 hours, you'd be like, he'd want like a whole week of what I've had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He'd want what flavour, what sauce I had in my sandwich, and
He
do you know what I mean?
He tried to convince you to try something new at least every other day.
I know.
Yeah. With lots and lots
Always
of
something
people
with it.
in the chat. Thank you for joining us, Adam. You're in the
Yeah,
chat.
thank you all for your comments and stuff.
1,755.
I'm not putting comments up because my phone's
Stuart
being slow. I don't want to crash out the
is
stream and stuff.
in the room. Thank you, Stuart. Jane Miles, thank you for joining us. James Abbott, Foe, of course. Everybody that's joining us, thank you.
I've just seen,
Fever.
gentlemen, I don't believe I've encountered Massimiliano, Lazio and West Ham, wherever you are, brother.
I think that might be one of Peach's friends.
Yeah, Mass.
Yeah.
If I just sort of like this to get it out quicker, Mass, mate. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, buddy. Stevie C, thank you for joining us. Sean Freshfielder, lovely, thank you for joining us. And James,
thanks for your Thanks for your generous donation as well, by the way, Fresh. I already said thank you to you personally, but I want to say again.
Yes.
Everybody up to this point, obviously there's been some more that have come in, but I've made sure that I've just sent a very simple, if nothing else, just thanking everybody individually via.
Yeah.
Nice one, Rob. Yeah, Luke's in the house. Sorry, not Luke. Lawrence is in the house. Thank you for joining us, Lawrence. Lee Statham's in the house.
Peach would have been so proud of what I did yesterday. I went to Tim Hortons. He kept telling me to go to Tim Hortons, didn't he? Like he was always telling us all about Tim Hortons, try Tim Hortons and stuff. And I actually went yesterday, and I sent him a photo of it and stuff. But like obviously, he couldn't have seen that, and he would have been so proud, wouldn't
he? Yeah. Sorry. So I just want to backtrack a little bit. Hopefully, Peach's parents are still with us. I've got a little message for you guys from Craig Forrest, who was one of our goalkeepers. He's actually a Canadian himself. He apologises that he can't actually appear on screen, but he's dealing with a personal tragedy himself. Unfortunately, his father's undergoing treatment for cancer. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to join us, but he did ask me to say that he sends his condolences to the family and hopes that everything goes well for you in the future. Sorry, guys, carry on with what you were saying.
Well, what the thing is though, is do you know, like sometimes when you're on a stream and like you said, this is like West Ham random. The conversation never dies. It's not like we are here, we're talking about Peach's memories, but it's not like people here are just being quiet. Even when we're talking or I see a comment in the chat, a memory just sparks back and then it just fires up. But like I said, he's an absolute legend, and like you said, he's done some crazy stuff. But the best one was, for me recently, was the Wi-Fi issue on the private property when he was making too much noise, and then he literally moved one step over and went, "I'm not on your property no more," live on stream. Absolutely hilarious.
I didn't see that. I'm gonna have to find that.
Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
I
Charlie,
think one of the
Charlie,
best
you're
ones
being a
recently
little
was-
quiet, buddy. Are you all right up there?
Yeah. I'm just sitting and listening, and you know,
Right.
Being an absolute fucking legend.
I mean, wasn't gonna word it like that, but
I'm just being modest, calling you a legend.
no, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
He's called you a lot worse.
It's one of those things where, like, I think Gatesy, you mentioned it earlier as well and stuff, but I think when Peach first came, I know Tom's been in the chat. I don't know if he's still there, but like when we were doing the watch alongs, and I know Tom brought this up yesterday, but he would comment in the watch along live chat, and this was before anyone knew who Peach was. This was just the first sort of interactions we'd ever really had with Peach. And, he types how he types, and we'd all be like, me and Tom would just be like, who is this guy? But he was there, and from day one, it's not like he was only nice and supportive because we all get to know him now. No, my man from day one was
persistent
like the most
Peach.
supportive. He
Exactly
was
that.
literally
Exactly
like I had never heard of him, and he was literally in that chat from start to finish, being like, "Guys, this is the best thing." Blah blah blah. Blah. And we would sit, and he would just always do it. Then he started doing his own videos on Hammer's Chat on the forum channel, and then eventually that turned into multiple different things, including this and him appearing here and everyone. It's just like the fact he just was like that from day dot. It's not because we knew him. It's not because it's not because Andy, because you sent him a shirt, or Deckers because you sat here and do shows with him, or Budgie or anything like that. No, he just was like that. That's just my guy. Yeah. That's just what he was like.
I mean, that's bang on. That's exactly how I met Peach. I was doing American Hammer stuff, and he was just in the chat being an absolute mad lad, and just we got to cracking on and came on the iconic West Ham Random, and from day dot.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that Peach has also managed to, in life and post life, he's managed to bring multiple channels together as well. For
definitely.
None of us have any objection to anyone from any of the channels.
He might have been the best person I know that somehow was able to get friends to be friends with his other friends' other friends.
Oh, bruv, it's unreal. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for Peach,
I've in my phone for people that I have no idea who they are. Like there's one guy called Black Lion, and I have no idea
these random contacts and these names,
and they're all sent to me from Mr. Peach himself. And these people I've never spoken to them.
Some of the best people I know are because of Peach.
But I think maybe now that I do recall having all those contacts, maybe I should contact them and.
Do you know what makes me laugh as well was player ratings. Like everyone would be like, say for example, just say Antonio had a good game. Everyone would go 8, 9,484 to Antonio. It's just like, just give a rating. I don't do ratings out of 10.
Because his ratings are out of this world.
I know.
Yeah, mate. He's the only person I know that ever gave Matsuaka a 7.
Yeah.
Oh, great. He was so positive, though, wasn't he? He was such a positive.
But I think roughly the same times when Peach used to go live, especially over the next few weeks. I'm probably even going to start from his first ever video. I'm going to maybe watch like one a day. Do you know what I mean? Like the videos, and just see how far he's come across and stuff.
Yeah, Reece, can we not schedule some of the old shows as premieres and redo them?
I think you can actually.
You can
at real awkward times, like 4 a.m. and stuff.
We probably can do if we get. We might have.
Should we look into that at some point?
Yeah, I think we'll have a word later, Budge.
You
Yeah,
can
definitely.
you can download it, or it should still be like
Yeah,
in
I mean,
StreamYard, and you can
listen,
you
I've
can
got my
re-premiere
laptop now, so I'm quite happy to download and re-upload and God knows what else.
it.
So,
Budgie in
I
the
think that'd be good.
studio. Rah rah
Yeah, because
rah.
you've got a key as well, haven't you, Budge?
yeah, the one thing I do need is the key to the email, but Adam's got that. So, Adam, you're in the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah.
I know
I don't
last
think
night
I've
he
still
said
got
that
the key for the email.
it would be his pleasure to help out. So, yeah, we'll get something definitely sorted out. Definitely. Want to also acknowledge that
You
Luke
know,
Legends
if
in
we
the
asked him
house.
how he was feeling now, you know what he'd be saying. If we was to be like, if he was sat here with us, we'd be like, "How you feeling?" He'd be like, "I'm brand new, dog." You know, that's exactly what he'd be saying.
Where's my cider?
Like,
Oh, I
Yeah,
scrolled. I
we sat
scrolled
there
through
with
our
a cider in his
messages,
hand.
and he sent me a selfie while I was in England of his fresh haircut. Just selfie, no
Yeah, he
text.
always used to send me selfies of his haircut and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you know, I went to the pub earlier and I bought myself a gin and tonic because I weren't really in for a beer. And I bought a pint of cider and I left it on the bar. And everybody that went near it, I told them to get away from it. And I just left it on the bar for him. It's still there now, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I just bought him a pint of cider, mate. You know, had to be done. Had to be done.
But I think what we should do is I know this will never die or whatever, but maybe like not as regular as what Peach done, but maybe like every couple of weeks or every month we have a catch up like this on West Ham Random,
get together, definitely,
where we can talk about memories.
I think that's a brilliant idea, mate. I think that's a brilliant idea.
But
well,
gents,
Kieran and I are good. Oh, talking of which, look, there he is. Look, the Wizard of Oz. Hello, son.
Good morning,
Kieran and I are going to start doing
corner,
football unfocused back on here again. So
nice.
that'll keep
nice.
the Saturdays alive. That'll keep the Saturdays alive anyway.
But gents, I'm gonna allow more people to come on and have their memories. Like I said, this will probably go on. I'll probably continue and watch it in the background. And like you said, we've all got people's contacts and everything, so I'll let more people speak. And like you said, my Twitter handle, my WhatsApp or anything, I think it's the same for everyone. If anyone needs to chat or anything, or just have a random conversation about Peach, then just give me a message, yeah?
Nice.
I'll text you asking what you had for dinner.
Cheers, man. Take care, gents. I'll see you later. Yeah. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
See you later, mate.
Bye.
If you need any more spaces, Reece, let me know. I'll let somebody else in if you need any more spaces.
No, it's fine. I think we can have 9 people in here. Is it, or is it 10?
10, yeah. Have we got anybody that's not on?
10 people in there. We've got 7 in, so. Does anyone else want to join? Because I could put the link in the chat. Like it's in the WhatsApp. It's in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, not
chat
everybody
as well.
in the chat is going to be in the WhatsApp though, Reece. So whack it.
No, that's what I mean.
I'll put it in the
if
chat
anyone
again.
wants me to pop it in the I'll pop it in the chat anyway. Let me just.
Speaking of that, what did everyone have for dinner?
What did I have for dinner?
Yeah,
you don't want to know what I had. A large lamb shish with loads of chili sauce and salad, and it was just amazing. Amazing.
I'm having salmon tonight. It's going to be cracking.
Salmon? Oh, mate, if it don't swim down the Thames, I don't eat it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a leap to eat that.
There he is. Mr. Clips is in the building. Mr. Clips is in the building.
Clips. Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, and like, no, I'm not gonna say it because it might be better if I don't say it. It's nothing bad. I mean, like, it'd be nicer when it happens if I don't say anything else with it. You know what I'm on about, don't you, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I said it into the group chat earlier. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna spoil it because because it could be so much nicer if it just comes as a surprise.
I agree.
All right, so why did you say anything, Donut?
I thought about it the second after.
You had a little peach running down your back, didn't you? Eh?
Yeah, I did. I had a peach moment there.
He kind of, you tell him something secret, and he has to kind of like, oh, did I hear a little dicky bird tell me? And I go, oh, Peach, really, mate? You know what I mean? He's so naughty, wasn't he? Bless him.
Yeah.
James is sitting
Honestly.
there. So, have you got anything you want to add, James?
Yeah, I'm just listening, boys. I'm just listening to you. You know what I mean? It's sad, but if you can make memories and do things to remember the man by, then by all means, I'm fully on board.
For the love of God, we got enough material to make memories for our lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
easily.
I said
And
earlier,
like
he didn't
Charlie
leave voice
said
notes, he
earlier,
left voice novels.
yeah, like
And they used to be
Charlie,
like 10 minutes
I think
long.
it was Charlie that said it, but there's enough voice notes to make a whole, what was it, a whole countdown of albums or something, wasn't it, Charlie?
I've got at least 3 hours of music from this man.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, someone needs to
God.
send me his music at some point. It's no rush.
Mm.
But someone needs to send me his.
Do you know what?
music.
Actually, Reece, I've got a few little videos I made for the channel before I started Green Street, and they've got some of his actual raps and stuff on behind them. So I'll send them
that'll
over to
be.
you. You can always lift the the soundtrack off of them if
Hello,
you've got
guys.
an editing app or anything.
Hello,
Or I can
Cyber.
do that.
How's it going, mate?
Yeah, listen, like, Reece, I don't know if you see my post earlier.
Oh, probably not,
Yeah,
mate.
No, I
literally,
haven't, mate. I haven't really been on Facebook where I'm not
literally,
customer, so I'm not
I've
really.
still got tears in my eyes, for him, because like the guy was a legend. He's like a second dad to me.
That's really nice of you.
No. Listen, he's literally one of the best. No, listen, he's literally one of the best Canadian people I've ever seen. Like met face to face, because I remember a couple of weeks ago, me and him done. I think you was in the chat, bud. Remember?
Yeah.
Guy was peace, man. Don't know how we're gonna cope. Yeah, I just spoke to him. Do you know Dan from Turf Morehouse?
Hammerhead. That is a brilliant idea. We'll try and sort something for that, because Hammerhead said about we should like put his music together and make a video on it for the channel. I think that's a beautiful idea.
I've got some of his music, so I'll compile something if you like as well. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cyber, you were saying you were talking to.
Yeah, I was supposed to. You know Dan from Turf Morehouse?
Oh, Dan, yeah, Turf Morehouse.
Yeah, I just told him, and he said like, he's spoken to him before, and literally he said the guy was a legend. He said, well, from one claret to another claret.
That's lovely. And the fact that we've got Lee and Stuart from Disabled Team in the chat as well just goes to show how far-reaching Peach's love went. It went beyond the West Ham circle. These guys
I agree,
are
mate.
from Leeds, Dan from Burnley. I mean, he had friends in all corners, mate, and we're all going to miss him dearly. And listen, on that note, I am going to just sort of say a good night to everybody. I'm going to leave the room open for somebody else to join in. I will be back with Kieran. We will sort out a football unfocused at some point real soon within the next few days, and we'll try and get one out for Saturday. But in the meantime, guys, I'll leave you all to it. Love you all.
Quickly, Budge, did you get a message, Budgie
from Miss Hammerette?
Did you get the message that Miss Hammerette sent you?
Yeah, I did.
just ask
I will go back to the messages in a little while, and I will message you real soon, Miss Hammerette. Thank you for your concern and your support as well, my love. Thank you, everybody. Affers, everybody else in
Love
the
you,
chat.
Budge.
Hammerhead, take care.
Cheers,
Guys
Budge.
on the screen, love you all. Take care. I'll speak to you real soon, yeah?
See you later.
Cheers, bro.
Take care. Bye now.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember the amount of times we used to be up all night Like it'll be getting light by the time we'd be finishing over here in the winter.
How about you, Kieran?
Yeah, I didn't sleep very well. So, yeah, it's amazing when you wake up and you sort of go for your phone and then realise, there's no message going to be on there. It should have been a 5-minute annoying message, and there weren't. And yeah, it was a tough night's sleep, but obviously there's been a lot of love from a lot of channels and a lot of people, and yeah, it's been nice, man. There's been a great reaction to the horrible situation that it is. But yeah, I think we'll all have lots of memories, mate. It used to drive me fucking bonkers at times. Because he knows now, like, he'd send me a link because he said, right, I'll wait for you to wake up. Because he knows this is my first cup of tea, and he said, I can't talk to him till I've had 3. And he'd wait and send me it and say, come on. And yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Them little things that drive you mad, now you'll probably miss so badly. Anyway.
I remember I used to put the WhatsApp voice message on 1.5 times speed because they were so long, and it would make it just so much easier to listen to. But
That
like,
was standard.
putting it on 1.5 speed, it didn't sound any different really to him talking on here. He used to talk really slow in the voice messages, if you guys noticed, didn't he? Compared to when he was talking on here, because if it was on 1.5% speed, it sounded right.
Yeah, putting it on 1.5 was the standard. And then if it was anything over 6, I had to hit the 2 time.
Yeah. It's like WHU58 saying, remembers the late nights when it was just like Declan and me or Budgie, and there's about 3 people watching, and we just sat there chatting mad stuff. Like we've had days where there's been like more people on the stream than people watching. We've had, and it's just like we don't do it for we never did it for the views, did we?
Never be the last to leave.
It was always
They'll keep you there for hours.
Yeah.
Hey, can I say one thing?
I mean, yeah, go on, mate.
No, I was just saying one great thing about with Peach was sometimes when we had a certain group together, we'd go offline and 4 or 5 of us would just talk, and we weren't even on YouTube, and we would just banter and go back and forth and just have a grand old time. So a lot of times it was so entertaining amongst the group that it's like we wanted to have a chat, but we were so ingrained with, and it would go off scale, like you said. We talk about, should pineapple be on pepperoni pizza and different things like that, and it's just like it's priceless, man. It's priceless.
I mean, it never felt like we were actually broadcasting live to people, really, apart from when the comments came in. Because we would just sat there, relax, and just talk. Exactly. That's all it would have been. It was just like we were on a video call. That's all. It just felt so natural, just talking to Peach, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what a man! What a man!
No, man. I don't know how you found the time. Like I say, the voice message, just for me, I think, gee, how you got all this time, Pete? You spend so much time sending me messages and that. And when I think, like, that's just not me. I mean, that's James, that's Charlie, that's Lucas, that's, that's fucking Anton. It does that to everyone, every fucking day. Hours of talking.
And then the rest of the time, he was live on air, wasn't he?
Yeah, or any other time he's on the chat or live on air. No wonder his phone was always running out of fucking battery and charge. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's true. Because he always like I'm gonna say it again. Because he always used to just like crash out the stream because his phone had died or something, and then be back home with the green screen on.
Yeah.
1765 raised. Thanks, guys.
So yeah, bizarre.
I did something earlier, and I I told Lucas and Charlie this after we finished on Forged, and this probably sounds really, really daft on my part. And like I say, I don't really know why I did it. On my way home today, and I appreciate that. I don't know whether anyone's going to be watching still. That's from Peach's family, and I hope that what I'm about to say, they don't sort of think it's a bit weird, ghoulish, whatever. Possibly, I'm still sort of trying to come to terms with myself, so forgive me. I actually left a voice note on Peach's mobile because I just felt there was just things I
left him a paragraph text telling me how much I loved him last night as well.
I know
exactly what you mean.
Yeah,
Same here.
It probably sounds completely daft, but it was one of those things I just thought, I know he's not there, I know he's not going to get it, but I just thought that if I left that message, maybe, no, because that probably doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Because
It does.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
It
I think
makes
it was
sense.
about 15 minutes long, and I was just rambling the way that Peach always used to ramble, and I could sort of ramble, sort of message back, sort of thing, and just chat like
Yeah.
you guys
In my
know.
last, I'm sorry. And my last thing, it's sad for me, I guess, is that and I took a photo of it on the messenger. I missed his phone call Saturday night because one thing for me, I was available Friday.
Yeah,
Saturday,
he tried
Sunday,
ringing me about 5 o'clock in the morning, but I was asleep, so I didn't answer.
But I still had that on my phone, and I took a picture of it. And it was Saturday, July 16th at 8:42 p.m. And I wish I would have had that phone call. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, and that's just me overthinking it or whatever. But I took the photo of that to keep that. So I was like, damn. Yeah.
Yeah, like Budgie just said the last message he told him was to contact him or kick his ass. He feels proper gratty about that. Don't mate, like you weren't to know and stuff. And like I know a couple of you lot are in the group chat, but I sent over a voice note that Peach was sending me. That's me saying like he's gonna come over to me and kick my ass if I don't turn up on a stream in 15 minutes or something. And it's just stuff like that just makes you feel like I was gonna miss stuff like that coming through. Like, and when he used to say like, "Oh, we'll go live," because obviously the time difference, because where like Canada was like 5 hours behind and stuff. He always used to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 your time or something like that, and it was just the way he counted up and stuff. It was just brilliant. It was brilliant.
Yeah. It was just him knowing it. That was just his way.
Yeah, it's just the way he did it. It was.
He was he's great at giving out compliments to most people.
Oh,
he
definitely.
bigged up everyone, didn't he? He bigged up everyone at any stage. Apart from me, because his compliment to me was, "I know you're a prick, but you're my prick. So could you come on?"
Yeah, that was it.
He got that right.
Just that comment there.
I think your name's still saved in my phone as Kieran the Prick Devaney, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's called you, didn't he? I think that's what your name's saved in my phone as.
If I can just reference the comment from James Abbott just there, because I did mention this on Forged, and again, if people weren't aware, there's been 3 recipients of organs from what I've been told. Two of Peach's kidneys and I believe his heart that are going to be transplanted to the people that need them. So there will be Peach will live on. And as I said earlier on Forged, I think I used the phrase that even despite his passing, he's still given to others.
It's a wonderful thing, that, isn't it?
And whoever wakes up with his heart is probably going to want a cider quickly.
Yeah.
From what I heard from Franco earlier, from when I spoke to Frankel earlier, because Frankel was in contact with Peach's parents, and apparently, I'm probably gonna cry in a minute.
Too fast.
Just saying. From what I've heard, is they tried to like transplant his heart to someone, but apparently Peach's heart was too big, and like that's just so telling of everything, isn't it? Like apparently Peach's heart wouldn't fit in this other person because it was too big, and it's just honestly so telling, like about what it's just that's just so Peach, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's just, honestly, what a legend.
Well.
Reese, play a random intro.
That's a good idea, Lucas. That's a good idea.
Yes. Play a random intro. Should be playing it in a second.
I will not lie. I will not forget the day I sent that to Peach, and I swear
That's
to
my favorite
God,
one.
ever since he would just
I wish you
spam
hadn't.
that, and I can't help but laugh because Russell Brand is such a.
What's up, my brother? Listen, just giving you a shout real quick. This the last one, you know what I'm saying? The best for last. Young Picciarelli, what's going on, brother? Hey, brother, hey. Best for last. Young Picciarelli, what's going on, brother? Hey, hey. Y'all heard that we won. What's going on, brother? Hey, I know you the voice of positivity. Young Picciarelli, what's going on, brother? Hey, hey. What's going on, brother? Hey, hey. Yo, hey, we hit a rough patch. This is what you do sometimes, right? We dropped a couple games. I know you the voice of positivity, so don't let nobody get down, right?
Isn't that the truth?
That beat is just. Dun-dun,
Yeah.
dun-dun.
Charlie Boy's got a great voice for YouTube, isn't he?
Yes, he
really has.
does.
Oh, he does.
That
He
Italian bastard.
Yep, for
It's
sure.
the one thing that's missed from like the last couple of like the day of videos that we've been doing and all these streams. It's not being able to talk to CB about it, honestly.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Yeah, true.
Got a spammer in the chat, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Charlie Boy would be pretty gutted, I can imagine. He'd,
Frankie probably told him already, so I'm sure he's
yeah.
knows about it.
He can't have too much longer to go, I wouldn't have thought, CB.
I think it's near Thanksgiving, right around
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
November. I
literally-
last heard it was November.
Yeah, literally the last conversation I had with Peach was about it. Like we were literally having a conversation about it, and it's just like,
How long away is that, Lawrence?
I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. In November, right? End of mid-November. November time frame, like Luke said.
Okay, thanks. Oh, it'd be good to talk to him again.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, well. Yeah. God.
It's not good.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, it's took the conversation away from transfers and Lingard, isn't it? We kept saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
Can you imagine Pete going off on Lingard now for signing for Forest?
I'm telling you, my emotional roller coaster yesterday could not have hit like an ultimate high and low within 10 minutes. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
If I could take it from Peach, we need two strikers, and we should never got rid of Perkins.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not being rude or anything. I think I've said my piece. I hope I paid tribute to Peach in a fitting way. I'm now gonna disappear. And if anybody else wants to take my place, please do. And if anybody wants to give to the GoFundMe page, again, please feel free. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gates.
Love you,
See you
Gates.
later, Robert.
Take care, Gates.
Cheers,
Cheers.
Gates.
Have yourself a good weekend. Best you can.
Cheers, Gates.
And good, great effort.
We are fucking massive.
I like that one too.
So,
Yeah,
sorry,
that's my
someone
favourite.
like I know that was a bit of a Peach moment, but someone in the chat asked for it, so I had to oblige. I'm up to 1775 now on the dono.
Awesome.
Wow. Fantastic. I was just about lost that. It's fantastic. Oh, dear.
So just guess we have to be, whilst we're thoughtful and sad, we just got to be grateful, I guess, for the 2 years, was it, that he was in our collective lives? Because he made us
Yeah, it was a
laugh.
long.
And now he's making us cry, that daft bastard.
Yeah.
That's what I was say. It's been about 2 years since I've been in the West Ham, watching West Ham YouTube.
Well, I got into it about
I
lockdown.
met Peach pretty much in the beginning.
I remember even
2 years
before,
ago, yeah.
even before his channel, before he even started the channel, when he was on the Hammers chat on the chat and all that, it took me a while to interpret his messages because he had that, I don't know what you call it, that fucking mixture
Uppercase,
of dollar
lowercase.
Yeah, I asked.
Uppercase, lowercase, dollar
I asked him if he had a
signs.
special keyboard for it. I remember I asked him if he had a special keyboard.
He got Kieran more. He got Kieran more hip
we were live
to the culture.
I sort of had to learn a new language basically to understand what he's fucking saying. And yeah,
listening to him.
What the fuck? Who's this one?
Kieran can read the Morse code now.
Yeah, I'm fucking straight. Mate, any kind of fucking code I'm into now. He's talking that.
I've always wanted to go back and check. Like, I had a theory, a working theory. This was back when he first started coming on, like the watch alongs with me and Tom and stuff. And like, I had a working theory of whether the capitalization, uppercase, lowercase thing was because every word was this. Like every time he wrote one, pick any word in the English alphabet, West, right? It would be capitalized in the exact same way. And I was like, right, at some point I need to go back and check whether the letters were capitalized the same across all words or whether it was specific.
Yeah.
Like I feel I want to get into the mind of like a decoder
Well,
from
decipher it now.
trying to figure out like exactly how because I just never got round to it, but it's something I need to do. And I feel like there's an article in it that only like 4 people would be interested in. But I feel like,
I would be interested because I think it was very, if you think of it, we laugh about it, but it's very cleverly done. And it's something that you look at and it's like, how's he doing this thing? You know, so it's
is that automatic?
Yeah, that's why I asked him if he had a special type of keyboard. Yeah. That's what I asked him.
Exactly,
He was like, no, I just do it like this. And I was like, mate, you're a genius. And Duke, I'll send you the video on WhatsApp later. Well, I can play it now if you want, but I will send it to you on WhatsApp later, so then you've got a copy of it.
I try to put a message on, and there's me with my one finger, right? Try just to do normal, right? And by the time I'm throwing out that one normal message, he's done 3 in that, and I'm going, "What the fuck is this boy doing? What? I can't even." Yeah. It was another dynamic to being on the chat, wasn't it? Deciphering his messages.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, because like whenever he'd always get so hyped when he'd see one of us slotting like Charlie's watch along or something. Like it just come up being like,
loved
"What's
it,
up,
yeah.
Charlie?"
He
And
loved
then we'd
his-
all
he
jump
loved
on him
his-
and be like, "Peach," and then he'd be like, "What's up,
Yeah.
my G's?" And all bigging us all up and all that, wouldn't he?
I remember being on JP stream. I was just in the chat on old John, and he told Peach. I think it was at the beginning. He didn't really know Peach. And he went, "Could you stop doing that?" Okay, because he was getting messages from YouTube that there was something wrong with it. There was I don't know. As if it was sort of meant to be swear words all the time.
Yeah, YouTube could be a bit funny with like what they let you comment and stuff on it. It's a bit weird because like I remember like I've tried commenting like who's this prick, because you know whenever I used to like randomly turn up on the stream and all that, he'd just be like, "Oh, who's this prick, wouldn't he? So like whenever he'd be live but I weren't awake enough or I didn't feel great enough to come on and actually speak, I'll just want to comment who's this prick, but it wouldn't show up because YouTube wouldn't allow me to say prick. And it was just like, but that was our thing as well, wasn't it? Like he used to call you the biggest prick and he used to say like, "Who's this prick?" to me when I turn up and stuff. Like, but YouTube wouldn't let me comment it, and it used to just be so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a bit like Charlie. You're not allowed to swear on Charlie's streams either.
Yeah, it's copy polite, Kieran. All right. I know you're out there in the land of Oz, and it's all different. But some of us have manners, okay? You know, you've got to be nice and calm about it.
I know. I sort of had standards, and they sort of dropped.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's
No,
true.
that's
Land of Oz via Land
That
of
could be a
Fools.
lie, yeah. Oh no. Oh, fuck me.
No, James is back in the team.
Anyway, I will keep a tradition going. It's 7:08 in the morning. Sun is just coming up. It's a cool morning, but not too cold, and I think we're aiming for 18 degrees today and a nice winter's morning.
I was gonna ask why you got a coat on. It must be chilly.
Just a bit cool. It isn't really that cold. It's probably about 12 now, but it'll get up to about 18. So that's the
And
weather
who-
report for today.
Who is going to carry on Peach's tradition?
I remember.
of
I remember
every prediction show where West Ham was going to win 5-1 every match, 4 to 5-1. Somebody's got to carry 8-0. That's right. Who's going to carry on that prediction? That
No one is that positive. Bar Pete.
No, I don't think we should. Like that's Peach's thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Days throw a fiver.
I remember
on
when you had
8-0,
them floods
it's
in
gonna
Australia,
happen.
Kieran, and like Peach was so worried about you.
Yeah, I know. I was getting messages all the
Like,
time. Though
when
I kept saying I'm all right. Where I am, I'm all right. Half of the other parts of Brisbane were
He was so worried about you.
Yeah, he was worried. But I kept saying I'm fine. It was lapping at my
Kieran,
back door a little bit.
You got to tell Mr. Atherton about sharks and seafood.
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of them. He liked the story about sharks, and but like I say, if you don't go in their playground, mate, you should be right, and I don't. So.
Else is it? Let's crash.
Is that your mic cracking up, Reese?
It's his internet connection.
Yeah.
It's his internet connection.
The UFO got him.
Because when I talked to him, I used to roll my eyes at him when he started talking about food, and then CW would come on, and I went, "Oh fucking no," because that'll be it.
Well, this is the first time you've brought up food. Firstly,
yeah. Right up Charlie.
When me, Charlie, and Peach were talking about food, it'll be going on for hours.
Whoa. Yeah.
I don't know why everyone's blaming me for this.
What were you going to say,
okay?
Charlie?
Oh,
No,
You used to have to
Kieran, you
instigate
witnessed
it, but you didn't have to with me.
No, Kieran, you witnessed it many a time. I would join
I-
a stream, then other people would talk about food.
I know,
I
you'd
I
wait.
don't necessarily have to be the person to instigate it. No, I
You
might
were
say my
waiting just for the
influence
one
there.
word about shawarma, and then you were in. You, that was it. What was going on there? What sauce? Oh, God.
Give me a sec. I'll be back in a minute.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be back in a second. I'll put my phone back on charge, and I'll mute myself. I'll be back in a second.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Oh my.
Jeez, I've done about, after that bloody thing yesterday, I must have done about 12 beers yesterday and a bottle of wine. And feeling it a bit this morning. No
I
sleep.
bet. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night either. I think I maybe got 3 hours.
I got loads of sleep last night because I was absolutely smashed up. It was more coma than sleep. Work was just the worst today.
Oh, what is that? Is that you? Oh no, that couldn't have been Reese.
That is Love Island, mate. That's Love Island, Lucas. I won't tell you what's happening.
Yes, please do not tell me what's going on.
I was gonna say, I think most of us were probably smashed last night. Because I was drunk last night.
I didn't
Now,
go.
Love Island. That was a show designed for Pete.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
really
he
wanted to
was-
be on it, didn't he? He was saying he'd win the
brilliant.
lot and everything.
Oh God, I'd love to
bless
see
him.
Peach
Yeah.
on that. That would be
Mate, I'd pay for
watch
that
TV.
if
I
he
would
was on
pay
it.
pay
I'd
per
pay
view.
to see
I
it.
agree, Kieran. Pay per view right there.
No, that would throw up the ratings, wouldn't it? That one.
Yeah. Oh, bless him.
He would have just been freestyling to all the birds. And then if they didn't like it, he would just call them whack.
Imagine.
Exactly.
It would be unreal.
Russell Henderson.
I must admit, I'm so glad I clipped that Bryce Henderson thing because I was the one who clipped it.
That was great.
That was a funny night.
That was funny.
Yeah, we're gonna I think like everyone's gonna be clipping their favourite bits and stuff of it now, like going back to streams that they know was
I don't
good
know
and stuff,
where the
and
fuck to
clipping bits and
start.
stuff. Yeah, neither do I. Like I know I've got clips of like where when we were all talking about Johnny Sins and Man's Not Hot and all that. I've got clips of that where we were just being so random. That was such a good night. And then the cartwheel guy, and it's just little things just like come to mind, and it's just like it just won't be the same. Like we're not going to be sat there at 5 o'clock in the morning laughing at some guy cartwheeling away from the police anymore. Oh no, Johnny Sins is back.
I don't think I have them saved anymore. I need to go back and find them at some point.
I remember that. Oh jeez.
Oh, that was such a brilliant night. Honestly, that was such a brilliant night. Like, oh, that's so funny that night. And then like, I used to love it when he'd be out and about in public. And like, I remember one stream, he's just sat there, he's live chatting to me. I think me and you, James, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Chatting to me and you, and then he goes off and starts chatting up this girl, doesn't he? And we're just like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, I'll talk to you in a bit about what you've just texted me, Luke, when we're finished. Because I'm not sure what you mean. I'll talk to you about it when we're finished. But he was saying what? Go on.
He was saying about him chatting up the bird as me and you was watching him live stream, and he was like, the bird was running away near enough.
Yeah, and then oh, what was it? Didn't some girl call him too young or something?
Yeah. You look too young for me. He went, you having a laugh or what? You look too young.
Something like that, but it was so
Remember
funny.
going to that restaurant and being absolutely agog at the prices and was running us through the menu of the prices of this steak.
I remember that. What was it called? Scots or something, wasn't it? Scots or something.
Yeah.
It was a name, like a one word, word name sort of thing. Weird old name.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was. We were talking about 3-course meals and all that.
Yeah, he was saying about the prices of these steaks and everything, wasn't he? He was saying how good these steaks were.
I'll tell you what was funny was he was using the Wi-Fi next door. The geezer's going out from the restaurant, chucking the rubbish in the dustbin, and I look at him, and I'm thinking like that was hilarious. You know what I mean? He's looking, and he's just standing there talking to us, and the geezer chucking the rubbish in like the dumpster, and look at him and going, "What is he doing?" Like,
yeah.
And he goes, "Oh man, I'm all good."
Real quick, I've got to answer this question from Jay Woods. He said, "Would Peach approve Scamacha or favor Brosia?" I would have to go with Scamacha because there's way too much rhyming material and potential.
I'm gonna say Jonathan David.
Yeah, that'd be
yes,
safe.
of course.
Yep, I'm going to say Jonathan David. You don't want Jonathan David, you know he wanted Jonathan David. And it's also so sad that he's not going to be able to see Canada play at the World Cup as well. If you, like,
don't worry, he's going to somehow.
He was so happy, looking forward to that.
He'll be watching, but he's going to somehow.
Yeah, definitely.
He's going to somehow put the spirits into existence and get Jonathan David a move to West Ham.
I think yesterday was hard for so many reasons, really. Though, if I'm honest. Obviously, we had all that with the Lingard, and then we had the space that Lucas and all the boys done, and then from that to that, it's like from the very high to literally the bottom of the pit is that's how it was.
It was an unreal day because that was our like record day. We had 512 people in one space, which was absolutely nutty.
Yeah.
And there was at least like 200 of them that were just Nottingham fans, like wanting to troll us. I actually jumped on a space with a Nottingham guy today. He's an American. He works for Barstool Sports, so he's not like as intense or opinionated. But we had a nice chat.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I was in Nottingham earlier when Stel messaged me, Hammerette, and Budgie about what was going on and stuff this morning, and then like Stel was like, "There's Toby and Phono," so I was like, "No, I'll ring them and all that." And I was in Nottingham when I spoke to Toby Sampson and Pho, and I said to Pho, like, "I hope I don't run into Lingard like while I'm in Nottingham, because Nottingham's not that big of a place." But luckily I didn't.
I don't know if you guys have seen, but this Jesse Lingard, I know I don't really want to bring it up. This guy took a picture with his kit, right? And it has Jay Lings on the back. And he might, I have a feeling he might actually be trying to push to have that on his kit. Absolutely.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
At the end of the day, that's it's still a bloody good starting for us, isn't it? Ridiculous money they're paying him.
They wouldn't have it last night. They would not have it on that space last night, them Forest fans. Would they, Lucas?
Oh, no.
Have what, mate?
Well, first of all, they're coming out and saying that they're a bigger club and like this and that, and they haven't been in the Premier League for 20 years.
They just wouldn't admit that Lingard went to Nottingham for the money, which is all we really wanted them to say. We didn't really care about everything else, but they just would not.
And I must admit, last night we had two Nottingham fans on, One of them was a bit of a fucking idiot, I must admit. The other one was absolutely superb, really. A geezer called Trent. And he come on, and there's me, West Ham Online, Lucas, Scotty Venn was in it. Who else was in it? Mitchell. Mitchell comes on my channel with me. He was in it. And we was just saying to him, like, you've got to be honest here, right? West Ham have got European football. Right, we're far better at present, and you're telling me that he would rather go Forest. Why has he gone to Forest? And we said it's because he's gone there for the money. They would not have none of it. That's
Hey,
all.
Really?
Reese, can you
I,
share my screen or no?
I always think was it Arsene Wenger said it, and it says everything about football fans.
We've got a
Football
request
fans,
from the chat.
everybody thinks they've got a prettiest wife. So football fans are never going to say that.
Don't worry about it. I'll do it now.
no, it's obviously the money. I mean, Nottingham Forest back in the day when they won the 2 European titles with Cloughy and that were a massive team back then, but not now.
Let me know if you can hear this.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
No, you have to share when you go into screen share. There's like a little thing that you have to make sure tick to share either the tab audio
Is it in
or
your
the screen
settings?
share. No, it's when you go into the share option. When you go into option and then screen share, it doesn't work with window, but if you use tab or entire screen, there's a little tick.
All right, we're good now. We're good. This is a request from Mr. Atherton.
Mr. Athers, yep. All right, Charlie just texted me asking me if I could do it, and then you've come and done it, so it's absolutely fine.
All right, are we ready?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Just like a puma, you catch a on your female, you're a dreamer. On my rhymes like my name was Freddy Krueger. But ain't the horror flick more raw and bloody. The flicks I call down to my dick playing down with some bricks. Continue to pull them unpredictable like we run. It like as if I was the wool. Open your eyes, see me with my yaks, naps. I need no comb, I'm fat. Use maps to find my hidden treasure. A dozen dirty rappers buried in a dirty mess up. The joke am I when it comes to fly head tops, get cops or your witness will testify. Oh, final plastic blasted. Chain storm with the dirty massive. I'm the ill cool with focus to kill any man that will. I hope your homies back a 9 mil. MC step up, press it up and get struck. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock. MC step up, press it up and get struck. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock. MC step up, press it up and get struck. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock. The common news, cause on the mic can be getting bad. All the suckers stepping up, get mad, cause the dust be had. The glad. If they get away from this man, that can jam on the mic and on the stage, make a stand. Straight up, I'm up the rip up on the MIC. I'm the BAD and you that be dancing, bringing misery. Well, I will try my best to make them cry. Bring tears to your eyes as you watch the cruise die. They ask me why and how I do the things that I do. Because they didn't have a clue that I would rip the crew would do. The battle who be out to do your damage one time. Jay Stone drops the beat as the who busts the rhyme. It's like a crime, they getting murder started anyway. So listen to the bad boy drama with the bad boy place. Hey, I make you sweat. Don't forget we're out to make your hush. Just a valley who grenades only out the crush. MC step up, press it like you get shot. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock. MC step up, press it like you get shot. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock. MC step up, press it like you get shot. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock. Yo, it's Speaks the Pop, but you represented to the fullest, coming with that true hip hop. So fuck all of their bullshit. I be one to see a sucker MC then start dissing. Because just like graffiti logic, I'm on a mission. Listen, as I was playing my funky flow, the valley who crew, yeah, that shit, stick 'em up, yo. Low, I lay low, this how I go, no. Other bro is about to test my fucking flow, so step back like Mac, and hit the road like Jack. Blackjack, I stack racks, break backs, and giving heart attacks. On wax, never slack, I'm coming slick. Beats the fight for you, but yeah, that's that shit. You gotta get, I thought you would, and if you could, you would. And if I thought you could, I thought you would. I stand, because I am the man. The valley who grew, well, that's the motherfucking battle plan. MC step up, press it up, you get struck. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock. MC step up, press it up, you get struck. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock. MC step up, press it up, you get struck. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock. MC step up, press it up, you get struck. What the fuck, they're all up on the jack, the king that they can rock.
Chicka, 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 chicka! Rah, rah, rah.
Brilliant. That was brilliant.
Awesome. Very good. That was good. Good to put that on. That was nice.
Yeah.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't know, the second voice on that's Peach from '94.
Nice.
That's
Awesome.
before I was born.
Yeah, I was one, so.
Yeah.
I did not exist.
Yeah, tell me about it, Kieran.
Well, yeah. I was alive. I was just about alive.
So weren't you in your 60s at that point, Kieran?
Funny enough, I don't know when he was born, but I'm the same age as Peach, 45. So we are the same vintage.
Yeah.
That same height.
I love the fact we didn't find out.
I bet you were, man.
We didn't find out how old he was. We didn't find out how old he was until after. Like his cousin confirmed his age. Like, he wouldn't tell anyone his age.
I always thought my guess was like 37. That was always my guess.
His cousin said what? 44, 45?
45.
Yeah.
Yeah, 44, 45.
So yeah, I would have put him at late 30s to 40. But
yeah, that's what
he
I
acted. He acted like he was 18, so it was hard. So I don't know.
True, Karen.
Oh, God.
I miss that guy.
And his old man's name's Brian, isn't it? Not Barney.
No, it's Barney.
That's not the message I got yesterday. It was Brian.
Duke, do you want to come on and chat about it with us?
Yeah, please so. Please do.
Duke, if you want to come on and chat about it, feel free to, mate. Or if you want to ring me, and I'll hop off the stream and talk to you or whatever. Just do whatever you want to do, mate.
Duke might be still working, so he might not be able to hop on via video.
Yeah. Just if he wants to ring me, I can hop off and then hop back on afterwards or whatever.
Me and Tom were just in our father's sacks in '94.
You were swimming.
Yeah, just having a good old swim.
I was 8.
I was -2.
You fucking boys, honestly. I was 33. I was 33 years of age.
If it weren't for Peach, like, we wouldn't all know each other, would we? And we wouldn't know the crazy fact that James is exactly 10 years older than me to the day, would we? It's crazy.
I know, mate. I was watching Tim Breaker back in the day, Michael Hughes and Ian Bishop. Let's go back to that '94 era.
Yeah.
Bless him.
I wish I was watching West Ham at the time when Stuart Pearce was playing. He is probably like my favorite.
You'd have loved Julian Dix, mate. You know, Julian Dix in the 90s. Yeah. I think you'd have been in awe of the man, Lucas. You know what I mean? You would have shaved your head, literally.
Yeah, I know Forrest.
You look like Johnny Sims.
Our biggest fans at the moment, but Stuart Pearce when he was at Forest, which was probably 10, 15 years before we got him. My godfathers.
I just love an absolute fucking psychopath.
That's Thomas Rector, mate.
They're ginormous. They're thighs.
I'll tell you, I did tell a story to the boys there once. I actually went to the Nottingham Forest Tottenham FA Cup final because I was given tickets for it. And my lady, she's from Australia, so I thought I'd take her to an FA Cup final. And I was amongst all Tottenham fans. I fucking hated it.
What year was that?
I don't know that, James, to be honest. It's the year 91. That Stuart Pearce scored that free kick from about 30-odd yards, a belter. And it was the same game that Gascoigne got his bad injury. He tried to fucking decapitate someone. And I think he was either getting sent off or carried off.
Spurs won.
Was it
it's always 91. No, 91 ends in 1, doesn't it? That's the thing about Spurs. They win trophies. They used to win trophies when the year ended in a 1. So I think it was 91.
91 was it? That's how far. Yeah, it would be because I'd come back from Australia in 91. Yeah,
it was 90. 90. Gaza had the World Cup, and then it was that season the next season, the end of that, he went to Lazio, didn't he? And then cropped his knee, but they took him anyway.
But if you ever see that Stuart Pearce
fuck
free
off.
kick from that game,
No,
my
stop
God.
fucking doing this again. Sorry, guys. Just them accounts that come on spam.
I just want to see naked love on stream.
Yeah, like the thing is, we haven't had to deal with them for a while. And I don't know if it's actually that big.
Quite easy to find naked love on the internet,
mate. It's weird because we had them ones that used to put like their 3-letter link or something, didn't they? They always used to come in and put it, didn't they? But we didn't have them for ages. They stopped doing it, and now we've got this shit started again. It's the second one tonight that we've had. Like, I don't know if it's actually blocked the user or not because it's saying an error.
Real quick, because
why do you make a load of people mods, Reese?
I don't know how to do it. Thanks, Miss Hammer.
Yeah, what you do, when the stream is finished, go on the chat, go down to the people that you want to add, click on it, and it'll say add them as a mod. You can just add everyone: Duke, Green Street, Hammerette, everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do have to do that from the YouTube account or not?
No, you can do it as long as you're as long as you're
you have to be signed in on YouTube. Yeah.
Yep. Sandor's commented saying go to the Gofundme and stuff. Yeah, we've hit £1,800, which is £800 over the goal that we've set, which is absolutely brilliant.
Fantastic.
Can Miss Hammerette post the link in again, please?
I've got something to ask, and this is literally incredibly random, but I need to know. This is a UK versus American question. Why do you lot say?
Sandor, we've put the link in the chat if you want to hop back over onto the YouTube and come on with us again. We've stuck the link in the chat.
Why do you all say Z when you pronounce the letter Z? I need to know.
Why do you call it Z when it's letter Z?
Yeah.
Because it's Z.
Wait, it was Z before it was Z, guys. Stop it.
Because of our fucking language.
That's like pronouncing F Fed. I was hoping for a more logical answer, but I think Luke's answer will do.
Yeah. I have no idea.
I concede.
Don't you knock the Queen's English, Lucas.
You're looking for logic on a West Ham random stream, bro. I don't think you're gonna find it. I'm not gonna lie about it.
I've been looking everywhere for a year and a half.
You used to have Peach going on about aliens all the time and conspiracy theories.
I think,
mate, I've got my boy now, because my boy, he's 20, 21, come up 21. He's an Aussie, really, isn't he? And he takes the piss out of me because I say free.
Yeah.
And I can't do TH. I have to. It's an F, isn't it? I noticed with you, James, you got the big F when you say free.
Thanks,
or
Charlie.
whatever as well. You know, I can't not do it. But he just said, Dad, it's not. It's free. No, it's free. So,
it's my fucking dodgy accent.
Shame.
Yeah. How did Junior take the news, Kieran?
Been very, very quiet.
Come on the streams with us a few times. Yeah,
he was a bit shocked. He's just gone very, very quiet and just didn't know how to take it, to be honest. And retired to his room and put the music on.
I do have an answer. I have an answer for Lucas.
I hold on real quick before you say something. I just seen a comment from Billy. It said the UK say zebra. No way.
Yeah, zebra, not zebra, is it? Zebra.
Oh, that is unreal.
It was funny when you was over there, Lucas. I've got to be honest, mate. Having a pub and giving you a pint of Guinness, and you're saying Guinness.
Guinness.
I'll tell you the one that gets me.
Z.
Lucas.
I got Lucas's back. Z, not Z.
Lucas, one really does my head in, right? Because been in the building game a lot. You lot call it aluminum, and it's aluminium.
Oh, that is so cringe.
Yeah.
That is. I just cringed when you said that.
What the heck did he just say?
Yeah, I don't even know.
nonsense.
Oregano.
I don't know what that is.
How did
And
you
they call,
say?
they
how'd
call
you
a
say
petrol garage a
aluminum
gas
again?
station.
Aluminium.
Aluminium. I can't even pronounce what you just said.
Aluminium.
Aluminium.
Aluminium,
Not
bro.
aluminum.
That's crazy
Oliver,
talk.
Oliver, can I ask a question of a similar vein to the Americans? Why do you
Yes.
call it gas when it's a liquid?
Yes.
Yeah, good point, Luke.
Fair
They're
play.
idiots.
Fair
Luke always
play.
brings up too much logic. He always brings up too much logic.
Fair play. I don't have a response
Good,
for that.
good evening again, gentlemen. Sorry to interrupt, but I have just found
Hello,
something on my
mate.
phone that I want to share
You're
with
not interrupting.
everybody. Okay, cool. I've just found something on my phone that I want to share with everybody. It's just a short video that I lifted off of YouTube some months ago. Okay. And I just want to share it with everybody here tonight.
Sounds good.
Here we go.
Can you ping it to me on WhatsApp, please, mate, as well?
Will do.
He's out in Toronto in Western. At the minute he's in hospital and he's with pneumonia, and it'll be great. He's probably not watching at the minute. If you could wish him well, we'll pass that message on to him. That'll be great.
So, yo, what's up? Peachy, baby. Get yourself quick. Stop skiving. Get out of bed. Let's see you again. All right, you the man.
That is fucking class.
Yeah. Chris.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I remember that.
That was awesome.
I'm gonna have to watch it afterwards because
Yeah, I'll ping it over to
that's
you. In fact, I'll pop
Yeah,
it in the
please, mate.
group chat, and anyone that's in there can rob it.
That's
awesome.
Thank you, Trev, too, for the explanation on the letter Z. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I agree with what Billy says, though. Look at Billy's comment there. Down the bottom there.
See, but that's color. It's color.
No.
You
Billy
spell it
said-
wrong as well, you donuts.
Oh, goodness gracious. These are the people that spell
I
favorite.
didn't think we'll end up having a international argument tonight, but
Who would have thought we'd
we're,
been
having
talking?
it. We're having it with the Yanks. Fuck it.
yeah,
They can't even say Adidas
I don't know what
properly,
side
can
Pete
they?
should be on. That's the thing.
Right.
Adidas.
I don't have a problem with Adidas. I mean, I do say Adidas, but I can't. I literally cannot pronounce the way you say aluminum. That is like you're speaking.
No
French.
way.
No. It's not aluminum. It's aluminium.
Ugh.
What the heck is that?
I've been trying to tell them.
And,
I won't have it.
and the word colour has a U in it.
I literally cannot pronounce the way you say aluminum. It's impossible.
I refuse.
Aluminium.
Aluminium, yeah.
Aluminium, bro.
Lucas,
Aluminium.
I think you should read out the poem that you done last night.
How much older is England than America?
I can do that if everybody would like me to recite.
Oh, come on. Let's have it.
Let's hear it. Let's
It's
hear
about about Jesse Lingard.
it. Okay, cool.
Let's have it.
Okay. Let me pull it up so I don't mess it up. I can't recite it by heart. I'm not that great of a performer. Okay.
That's not what your girlfriend told me.
Ah, good man. Good man. James, I must admit that Alan Brazel picture in your response is still getting me through the day.
I'm on.
So I put a picture in this group of someone photoshopped Alan Brazel just absolutely fucking burnt to a crisp. His skin is red as all fuck hell.
In English, he means Alan Brazil, but we
I was going to say, do you mean Alan Brazil? I was going to.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
See, you can't even pronounce that properly. Go on.
There's no. Okay, so if someone's name is spelled, you know, you can't have a country as your last name. Unreal. Can't do that.
I say that to Ugly Betty, aka American Ferrera. All right, listen, don't be dissing it.
Where is this fucking?
And Matty Holland.
Oh wait, I'm approaching.
That's one of your
I got it.
friends,
I have
isn't
it. I have it. Are we ready?
We're ready, mate.
Well,
We're ready.
Kieran has left. I need his approval.
This is
So is Larry.
Did you hear this poem last night, Charlie?
What are you?
Yeah, I was listening to the space.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
heard
Well,
most of it.
well,
Well,
breaking news a
obviously,
little bit.
Ernie
Suelo's
buggered
preparing the paperwork for
All right, over here.
our new striker. I gotta wait for Kieran because I think he'll have a fucking laugh at this.
Is the first line, "We were in a hunt"?
No, it's actually quite sophisticated. I wish upon a star. Okay. Yes,
There he
the
is, he's
man's
back.
back. All right, Kieran, you ready for
There he is.
my brilliant
Welcome back,
poem?
Yeah,
Ernie.
mate. I'm just had to get me tea to settle down and listen to this.
All right,
Good,
this poem is titled "Cunt Guard."
Oh Lord.
I
nice.
wish upon a star that Craig Dawson's 2-footed tackle takes your cunt self afar. With much rejoice, the crowd will roar, with many of us laughing on the floor. We wish you pain and discomfort too. You are a tart twat cunt, and wish these blessings on to you. Thank
Awesome.
Right, now I'm feeling, Ben.
That is class, mate.
Awesome, Lucas.
You know how much that's even fair when you got a load of Forest fans in the chat.
Oh,
Now
they
get
were
something
not
to roll
happy.
with aluminum.
Don't start doing that now, James. Come on, stop it.
Oh, they
We've
were
got
not
to be
happy.
careful here. I'm sure Lingard's last goal that he scored was against us.
Oh, he's going to score in stoppage time, 1-0 away at Forest.
Please.
Nah, we won't.
It's written in
We
the
won't,
stars.
we won't still be on the pitch because Craig Dawson would have 2-footed him at that point.
Go on, let's hope so.
I'm not going to lie. I would just love a nice old-fashioned tackle from Declan Rice, and then he squares up to him like he did with Eddie Nketiah, talking about his fucking Jalouf rice or whatever. I'll be right back.
We'll see.
Okay.
So, have we signed anyone overnight? Did we get anyone? No.
Gladys
Well, it
in
looks
the
like
tea
we're
room.
getting that Italian guy.
Yeah,
Scamacca.
Scamacca seems relatively close at this point.
Yeah, but he's been relatively close for about 2 weeks now, Charlie. Come on.
Yeah, but I
Give
mean,
us a
as
bit.
in today, it was reported that a deal's actually been agreed, and we're just waiting on personal terms now.
Okay.
I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. The progress has been unbelievably slow, but we seem to have actually got over one of the hurdles. There's one more hurdle to get over, but apparently we're there.
Yeah, the other hurdle is he don't want to come
at the end of the
I see a picture earlier of him wearing the shirt, but I'm assuming that was photoshopped.
I only take stock in a scarf. He can wear as many shirts as he likes, but it's the scarf that means he signed, doesn't it?
You don't see many
He's holding
scarves
up
anymore,
his
do you,
scarf.
Luke? On the old signing
And it's a
photos. You don't see enough.
disappointment, Carl.
No, not really.
Disappointment.
I agree. I think we should bring it back. You know, I get it. Hottest summer on record. I understand all that, but bruv, the scarf is an official part of the process. You know.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then he comes on before the game, before the next game. They put a table on the centre circle with a chair, and he signs a contract he's already signed about 3 weeks ago.
Right, lads, I'm going to make a move. It's been a pleasure, and catch you again with you soon.
Take it easy, James. Take it easy, bud.
Well.
But yeah, apart from that, no more signings.
Howard is saying that the other hurdle, of course, is PSG.
Yeah, but PSG signed Hugo Ekitike, who we were also linked with in January. So they're probably not going to sign him anymore. They're done with their striker hunt for the window. Scamacca's literally just sitting there for us now and no one else, unless someone else comes in last second, which is obviously possible.
I noticed Darwin Núñez scored 4 for Liverpool yesterday.
I've been big into the Andy Carroll comparisons he's been getting. I don't know if you've been seeing those, but Twitter is every time he's played, Andy Carroll's been trending, and I click on it because I think, has he joined someone? Has he scored or something or whatever? And you click on it, and it's just because him and Darwin Núñez have a slightly similar haircut, and whenever Darwin Núñez does literally anything not very good, they're like, "Bro, he's just Andy Carroll. He's just an expensive Andy Carroll."
Who?
Darwin Núñez.
Yeah. I'm liking this.
Last comment.
I'm looking at this one at the moment. That Reece, James Abbott says we need to make sure that we clap at the 33rd minute at the Man City game.
Definitely.
That's a good idea.
Let's see if we can get that going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to make sure you do it on the watch along, Charlie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've
Okay,
already planned
Billy.
this.
I'm looking for it now, mate. Hang on.
So, Charlie, you know what you need to do in a 33rd minute? You need to have a slice of pepperoni. I'm sorry, a slice of pizza with pineapple, because you and him were the advocates of that.
The watch along will love it. I'll bring back the food and just start eating it live on stream again.
Just one slice.
Well,
That was one
however
of the
you want to
things.
do it.
That was
You
one of the
stood there
things that
eating
used to get hyped by
satsumas
it.
and
In the original, listen, I've already got Satsuma, I've got Baby Bells. I'm ready. I'm locked in. That was one of the things. Kieran will probably remember it. I don't know if you might have seen it, Kieran, back on the like first couple of watch alongs, because I know you've seen like some of the original ones, like bits and pieces. But I used to have Food Cam, which was a separate camera that I could switch to, which
Oh, I
was
like
just
that.
focusing down on the food I had. And Peach
Yeah.
got very hyped about that, so I could.
Brilliant.
I'll bring back Food Cam for it for one.
That's
stream
awesome.
of pepperoni.
Yeah, one
That's
stream,
when I
just
turned
one
off,
thing, one
Charlie.
tribute. Yeah.
Very fair. Very fair.
Yep. One thing.
Have you
I
seen
think that's
this
a good idea.
beautiful poem from Billy on the screen there? Look? When I
he
imagine
asked
an
someone to read
amazing
it out.
footballer, I imagine myself. But Dan Bowen is gorgeous. I'd have him on my shelf. All best wishes for all and their health, but not Jesse Lingard. He can fuck himself.
Oh, Billy, classic, great poem.
Brilliant.
You know what I
love it.
mean? Poet laureate, look out.
I like it. I
Yeah,
like that.
brilliant. Yeah, it's
Pete
funny.
Lucas.
Yes.
I would
it
have
is.
to. I like mine, but that's cool. I like it. It's good.
Mm.
You let it slide. It's up there.
A lot more. Actually, no, that was really good.
That's good.
It
Good
was.
job, brother.
It was very good.
I especially like the last part. That was really good.
Me too. I agree. That last sentence there, or portion of it. Yeah.
Had a lot of bite to it.
Oh man.
Hmm.
The sad
So
part is, fellas.
I'm assuming that James Abbott, you're related to Peach in some
I
way.
think it's
Then.
his cousin.
That's his cousin.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
this is kind of.
Thank you for coming in and thank you for joining us on the
Yeah,
screen.
I
buddy.
don't know how many of you already know, but me and Budge have done a little something, haven't we, Budgie?
Yes, we have.
What we've ordered. Me and Budgie both ordered a shirt from the club shop. I think Miles, you might have done as well. I'm not sure who else has. Me and you definitely have. We've both ordered a shirt from the club shop with Peach Dog and
Yeah.
33 on the back of it. In remembrance
Yeah,
for
Peach Dog.
So obviously,
DAWG.
obviously when like he used to spell like.
I should be
Spells
wearing
it on
mine
his
to the
Facebook name
City
and stuff.
game, even
We've
if I'm
ordered
not
shirts
going
out
into
of that,
the stadium.
That's an awesome idea. That is an awesome idea.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and
I'll
because-
be wearing mine all the time.
Because
Whenever
the last
Customers
game
delivered.
that Peach and I had a deep conversation about was the last game at the Boleyn, one we
Yeah.
did the match day rewind on. I've bought the replica for that shirt with his name
Oh,
and number
yeah.
on the back. Just because that was the last game he and I really spoke about.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I suppose they
I
can't do
haven't
the
got
name
that
in
shirt.
uppercase, lowercase, can they? That might throw them out.
I expect
Oh, imagine
if you were to go to the stadium store and have a chat with the guy, I would imagine they would do something for you. They might use, some of the junior lettering,
How we doing, baby?
which is
Good?
slightly smaller. They might do something like that for you because obviously, you're paying for the service, so you have what you want on it. It would be a little more difficult to try and arrange that online because you can't explain to somebody
Head on
the
over to
reason why you
Romford.
want it done like that. They would
I might drop the club an email because obviously in Friday now they're not going to be ready to dispatch up till next week, are they? So I might drop them an email and see if they can do something with it.
That would be great, Reese. If you could do something like that, we can get you the orders and we can pay the money. But as long as they would have that, they can nowadays. They just on the internet. We communicate with them. We send them our accounts, and we just as long as we got the money, they should be able to do it, right? You would think. If you
Yeah,
have
no,
enough people,
I've already paid for it and stuff. Like, I've already paid for
No,
it.
I'm saying
so
for like
I'll just email
if
them
other
saying,
people
like,
were interested. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I might just email them saying, look, I've ordered the shirt with personalisation stuff. But is it alright if I have like
different. Yeah, I got it.
it like in capitals, like big
I
letter,
don't
small
think
letter,
I
big letter, small
don't
letter
like
sort of thing?
I don't think I've
don't-
ever seen a footballer with a lowercase
Only
letter on there.
in Muck something where they use the smaller letter. That's all it is.
I think that's just a small capital C, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think they're all, uppercase. I think they are.
Just FYI about that Skamaka thing, because it's literally breaking right now. Deal agreed. Personal times are supposed to be finished tomorrow. He's flying over this weekend to finalize the deal.
Are you serious?
One down.
Quality. What, 4 players before we've even thought about kicking off on the first game?
I'm
This
happy
is
with that.
unheard of. This is celebration time.
Still need 3 more.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
But don't start getting greedy now,
Oh, I am.
Mr. Voice of Reason.
I'm getting greedy now.
Yeah,
We need that
Mr.
left
Voice
back.
of Reason.
I want
back.
Rahm. I want Rahm. That's who I want. I
Yeah.
want him in.
You know what? I think I'm inclined to agree with Peach. I think I'd like to have David in, Jonathan David. I think he'd
Yeah.
be quality for us.
We need Jonathan David.
Yes, we do. Peach weren't very often wrong about certain players, that he'd looked at and that. I think Jonathan David was a great shout.
Yeah, I was gonna say because back in the
I agree.
before he went to City, me and Peach were raving about Julian Alvarez that went to City, weren't we? We were raving about it every stream, weren't we?
About who, sorry?
Really upset about it. Julian Alvarez that went to City.
Oh yeah.
In January.
Hey guys, I gotta run. Just want to say thanks for having me
raved about the
on.
whole time.
And,
Thanks, Lawrence. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
It's been
Good
our
to see you,
pleasure.
mate.
It's been our pleasure, mate. Oh,
I
Lawrence.
appreciate all you. I appreciate you guys
Miss
all.
Hammer, can you
and we'll carry-
please yeet the trolls?
What's that?
No, he's
Someone's
talking to Miss
coming
Hammer
in,
about the trolls.
commenting.
Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Talks one
You
of
guys
the,
take care. You guys take care,
Lawrence.
okay? Take care.
Cheers,
All right,
mate.
my friend. All right, bud. Come on, you're on.
Take care, mate.
Right. Well, the time is now.
Yeah.
Wow, 5 to 11. Wow.
And we finally
5
signed a
to
striker.
11.
Well,
Yeah.
let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet.
Yeah.
He might turn up at London City
Yeah, I just wanna- I
Airport
just wanna
tomorrow and
touch
go
on as well.
straight to bloody, the Emirates or something. Let's not.
I just want to say
count
as
our
well,
chickens.
though, thoughts with Sebastian Haller as well for what he's going through at the moment. Thank you, Miss Hammer. Because it's like never nice. Like, cause I think you all know what's gone on with Haller.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
bit shocking.
Yeah, so like thoughts with him as well and his family and stuff. But I just thought I'd say that because I know it didn't work out for us, but never want to see anyone that happen to anyone, do you?
Ah, mate.
Check your balls, lads.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Night, Trev.
I've got to be honest
Night,
with
Trev,
you, I
mate.
am testament to that. Check them.
Don't play with them. Check them.
Testament to what?
Yeah, no, that's right, mate.
That
Yeah,
really made
don't
it
play
good.
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't play with them.
Hello, Mr. Bong. Mr. James Bong is in the chat. Right, we're going out for a cigarette. Hang on.
James E.
You could always do what I did and go into your local surgery, your doctor's surgery, and make an appointment to see the nurse and then say to her, look, I don't know what I'm looking for. Can you check for me? Oh, I did it, and they found something.
You've been doing that every 2 weeks for 30 years, haven't you, Budgie? You're going in there.
And not just the nurses. I go in and ask random patients, mate.
That's why we need to go to
Give us a
Canada
quick
for free.
check over, could you? It's been 48 hours since I last had a check.
Yeah, they all know his name now. Budgie Big Balls. Here he comes.
Here he comes. Look.
Let's move to Canada so it's free, eh?
Yeah, but it's free here as well.
Oh,
Hey.
lovely.
Well, it will be for the next couple of years anyway.
Yeah, because we're
Till
NHS,
the
aren't we?
Conservatives get back in. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're still in, bruv.
Well, yeah, I know, but they're not going to be after the next general election, are they?
Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You know, but then they'll get back in. I mean, it's like, you know, it's like a relay race for them. Like they just pass the baton on and carry on as normal. Nobody really changes much.
Nothing.
Anyway, this is not a political show.
This
is not Sunday with Peston or anything.
You don't want to talk about foreign policy?
I was just going to say that's the one and only time Peston's been referenced on West Ham Rand probably anywhere on West Ham YouTube. To be fair.
Yeah, you know.
Don't think Big Robert's getting that much of a shout.
It'll be the only time I ever reference him.
There we go.
But yeah, brilliant. See, educational. It's all about education.
That West Ham Random is very much educational. I think that.
Yeah, it's an education to anyone that ever watches it or appears on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think over the course of being on this channel at some point, we've all learned a lesson. I think is what we could say.
Yeah, definitely.
We've all learned our lesson.
I've learned to go see a nurse every other 2 weeks to check my balls.
Yep.
It's just useful.
Yeah.
Cheers for that.
I love how blue the conversation is gone now.
You wait, Lucas. As you get to an age where the doctor isn't so much interested in the front, but he's very much interested in the back.
What kind of doctor you go?
Ross, hello Ross. The link is in the chat. The link is in the group chat if you want to do it, or I can pop the link in if you want to hop on.
The singing sensation. Good evening, Ruffy.
I'll do whatever I can to not see that backdoor doctor.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dr. Nick. Well, Dr. Nick.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Dr. Hugh Joss.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Mr. Joss.
Dr.
I'll
Tudorist.
put a link in the chat again just in case wants to pop on.
Yes, indeedy.
I'm so glad how generous Peach was, though. Because he's given like me and you access to come on and do shows and set up shows for him and stuff like that. Because if he didn't do that, like, we wouldn't be able to be doing this now. We wouldn't be able to be all chatting, cheering each other up.
Not on this channel for sure. We wouldn't, but
that's what I mean.
You
That's
know,
what I
mean.
I
I
think it
think
wouldn't feel right being on a different channel, would it?
no, it wouldn't. No, you're right. It wouldn't feel right. It wouldn't. But if it was necessary,
I love the fact
then it would be. Eh?
I was just going to say, I love the fact he's got his Facebook account linked, because that way, because he was always sharing out videos on his Facebook anyway, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was always putting the stream to go out on his Facebook, and like the fact that like people that we don't know that are his friends can sit there and watch and hear us talk about how he impacted our life from the other side of the world and stuff, and like I could see it just like, you know what I mean? Like,
Indeed.
It's crazy.
Yeah, well, Affa's made a good point there with this YouTube thing. Is it's all there recorded now, isn't it? It's not when you know someone who's passed away. You know, back in the day, you'd be looking for maybe some photos of them, wouldn't you? Or that's all you had. And Peach has got like 6 million hours of YouTube and voice messages that you can go back to. So it does leave
It kind of immortalised him, didn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like play that Budge, yeah. Well, like it's, back in the day, all you had was a photo, and
memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we're very lucky to have been in his life, I think, you know, and I think he would probably just say the same of us, you know, that he was very fortunate to have us in his life, you know, and he would not have regretted a moment of it, you know.
Because I've seen that. I think I saw some comments on, was it Facebook or something, or someone said something, but like that. I think it might have been on one of the streams or something that he did. Like someone commented saying like all he talked about was us guys and West Ham and stuff. Like, and it just, I don't know how to word it, but it's.
I think some of them, some of them chat, and Charlie will probably back me up on this. Some of them chat rooms you go on, if I go and say Charlie's watch along or whatever, you know, I'll have 3 or 4 people, hey Kieran, how you doing? Pete could go on there, and it's just a litany of fucking people going, Peach. It's like most of the chat was applied to him, like, you know. And that shows you what an effect he had on people, not just being on YouTube, just being in the chat room. It was quite amazing, really.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like he was so beloved and well known by everyone, and I think, you know, initially, because the thing is initially you know who Peach is in the live chats or whatever, because you're like, oh, there's the guy who types with the caps lock or whatever. But then the second you even read anything, and you realize he's here all the time, and you're having these conversations, he just becomes beloved. Like you say, it really is one of those things where he would enter any chat and people would just be like, oh my god, Peach. It was just it was
constant, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it's on every channel as well.
Out on purpose. He'd reply to every single person, saying hello to everyone that said hello to him, and to other people that he'd seen. He wouldn't leave anybody out on purpose, would he?
No,
he just replied to everyone, spoke to everyone.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because then Charlie had to go through 100 comments of people just saying hello to him.
Yeah,
made his job harder. Oh, well.
Yeah, Rusty's saying unfortunately he can't jump on, but he says he'd love to know how he typed with all those caps and symbols
quickly.
So quickly.
I swear it took him 5 minutes to. I think it took him 5 minutes for a 2-sentence. Like,
that's the thing. It was normal space, you know, normal typing pace.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can confirm he does not have a special keyboard that types it for him.
I wondered if he'd saved every word onto autocomplete, and so when you started typing it, it would do it. I don't know. I need to get to the bottom of this. It's frustrating me. I need to know.
Yeah. And we can't even get hold of one of his old ones because they all got destroyed at some point
I
in
think
their
that's a good
life.
idea, James. I think that's a very good idea.
Yes, that's why I've highlighted it, mate.
Anyone that can come down there.
Yeah, anyone that can come to the stadium and
good morning.
Get Peach's Stone, though.
Good morning. Neil
We'll go and have a bite to eat and whatever afterwards. Somebody else has just appeared in the green room, mate. Who's that?
Anton, Mr. Anton.
There he is. You got him in? Or shall I? I've got him. He's
I can do.
Good evening, chaps.
Good evening, Mr. Baker.
How are you?
G'day, Angel.
Baker.
Reese, do you want to swap him with me? Then you can see his face.
Yes.
Not what we wanted.
It's fine. You don't want to see my face. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
We can do this.
And I'll put Kieran in his corner as well, so he doesn't complain.
Yeah, next to me where he belongs.
Naughty corner.
On my left-hand side, look.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, and James said have a photo together, definitely. Like I said about me and Budgie getting like the shirt with Peach Dog 33 on it, and I think a few other people might be doing it as well. So we'll all be wearing them, I'm guessing, on the day. But yeah, we'll definitely have to have a photo for it.
I was
sorry, Anthony, you were going to say.
No, it's fine. No, I was just having a chin wag with some of the guys from the channel, and they were just bringing up some memories. And I take it. I mean, I've not had a chance to tune in because I know he's been on for a while. But I was literally crying from laughter earlier on because I don't know if any of you I don't know. Anyway, we decided to do a watch along for an England nothing game nothing game. Like literally, there was nothing happening.
Yes,
We decided
I remember that one.
You know what I'm going to talk about?
Because I came on before Peach did, didn't I?
Yeah, and I said to the lads, I can only do the first half, but I can't do the second half. But you don't have to do it. We don't have to do it. And they were all, yeah, let's do it. So it was myself and Matt that was doing it. And Matt loves a co-host. He doesn't want to be on his own. So I don't know what happened, and I can't remember, but Peach came on and I left. And the game had finished. The game had finished. And about an hour and a half after the game, I got a text message. I was lying in my bed. I got a text message from Matt, and he said, "Ant, can you somehow come on and get me off because we're still live?" and I don't know how to stop Peach. I just don't know how to stop him. So I was like, I was crying earlier on thinking about it, and I literally got out of my bed. I came downstairs, and that was when I used to do the shows underneath the stairs, and I had to log my computer on, log in, and I was like, "Hi everyone,
playroom."
I'll come back," and then just like they don't stop the show. I was only on for like 2 minutes, and then I left again and stopped the show. And then Matt texted me the next day, and he was literally just totally. He was like, "I've been on this stream for 4.5 hours or something like that, and it was only supposed to be an hour and a half stream." But Matt just didn't have the balls to turn around and say to him, like, "Listen, Pete, please, can you stop talking?" He said during the second half they never spoke about the game at all. Sounds
about right for Peach. Sounds about right for Peach.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's mad. Absolutely mad.
Want to draw your attention to the comment on the screen. £1,820 raised today already for the Peach Fund. So brilliant. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Thank you.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll need to find that. Actually, I need to find it, and I think we've got Russ's. Me and Russ were messaging each other, and we were like, do you know what? You guys will probably be the same. What do you do? There's so much stuff with Peach on every channel.
There's too much material.
Yeah, and it's totally like, do you put it out? Do you not? You know, all that sort of stuff. And so Russ earlier on had just pinpointed to the My Hammers 11 that he initially done when he was on the My Hammers 11 channel with him as well. But there's so much stuff. Yeah.
Definitely made sure I watched that one back in the day.
Yeah. So much stuff though. Like, and I think is Lucas in the chat? I can't. Is Lucas? Are you in here, Lucas? We were talking earlier on.
Yeah, I'm in the middle.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I couldn't tell who that was.
It's just got Johnny Sins in his profile picture.
Just when we were saying earlier on, like our phones are content. It's not about content. Our phones are Peach, like, because we known Peach through the phones, and the amount of memos and it's just he must have. I said it earlier on. He must have spent all day making people laugh.
Exactly.
Literally, he must have spent all day making people think positively and laugh.
Yeah.
Like it must have been. It must have happened.
He's an absolute mad lad.
Right, can I just quickly explain why Lucas's picture is a porn star?
I don't even know who this guy is.
No, he's plumber. He's clearly a plumber.
One
bro.
night,
what are you trying to say?
All I know is all I know is
a doctor today, isn't he? But basically, one night we were on a stream at about what must be like 4 or 5 o'clock UK time or something, and we were just in tears laughing about Johnny Sins and stuff, weren't we? With Peach, and Peach was getting so confused, wasn't he? And it's just like us three just laughing.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is my wife hired this guy to fix our pool, and I know nothing more. All I know is that he can fix pools. He's a plumber. He's gotten me out of a jam a few times in court, and he served multiple countries in the military as well. I mean, I have the pictures to prove it that he's
be worried if he starts cooking your breakfast, mate. That's all.
Oh no!
Look, he was in the military too.
Who's Jordan Hugo?
He's a legend.
No.
Is what he. How dare you even ask that
I
question?
can hear your voice. I heard
How
your
dare
voice
you
there,
even
Charlie.
ask that
Sorry,
question?
sorry. No,
There
I
he
just
is,
never thought it is. Never thought
There
it
he
is.
is. There he is.
Oh man,
Duke
Madness.
has a message for Johnny Sins saying he'll clean his pipes.
Yeah.
The correct response.
No,
Yeah.
Duke, mate,
And then
it's
he says,
fine.
then he says, he apologises for
absolutely
lowering the tone. He's had a drink. He apologises.
Budgie, was this was this the nurse we were talking about earlier?
He-
The one that
No.
helps with your balls?
To be fair, he had
No,
hair
no.
before he cut Budgie's balls.
Do you remember when I photoshopped him and said it was West Ham's new signing?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
no,
was
and
a
I've never
peak
met him in
stream.
the toilets either, by the way. Before you start asking.
Charlie, that does have to go down in history.
Yeah,
It's a great
I
stream when you
don't
dropped your
think we
phone in
need
the
to bring
toilet.
up the toilet stream. That was a bad day for me. I don't know why we need to all bring up the fact that I dropped the phone down the toilet line on stream. I don't need that.
That was a good stream, though.
That's not the stress I need, bro.
That was a good stream.
I put it in a bag of oats.
You
It
know
didn't
what's
work.
what's crazy? This guy's a philanthropist too. Like he does TED Talks. Everyone just gathers around. Absolute lad.
Do you remember when I photoshopped him being West Ham's newest signing?
Oh, he'd be a good number 9.
What are you talking about, bro? He's been unreal, bro. He's good at the back, bro. Clearly.
He can play from the back too.
He's good in all positions.
Do you know what?
I think somebody has just turned down the tone again.
Do you know what I was thinking about earlier on was you've probably discussed it as well, but you know, sometimes I go to bed and having especially the newborn, and I'd be like, I'd just quickly do a little whatever, and sometimes it comes up recommended videos, and it would be you guys sitting on West Ham Random channel, and then I would wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning with my little boy, and it was my night feed, and I would log on, and you were still on. I was like, what the actual?
Yeah.
I was like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah, we used to,
And then I would
be on here all night.
yeah. And then I would say, I would literally say hello just to keep myself entertained, to keep myself awake while I was feeding my little boy. And then Peach was like, Anton, come on in. And I was like, I can't.
Come on
I'm
in,
feeding-
we'll talk two things.
My excuse always was, I'm feeding the baby and it's 5 o'clock in the morning in the UK. And I was like, I can't. But I really wanted to. And then I would maybe go back to sleep and wake up at 7, and I'd look, and then maybe it would be like, I heard one of you saying earlier on, Budgie was, or Kieran would be like, I'd be left alone. Because he would just fuck off, or I'd usually be sitting there just chin wagging. Oh man, I was just shit, and then I'll try, I'd try and log on, and then the next minute it'd disappear. Like I'd try and come in at 7 o'clock in the morning. You've done 7-hour stint, and then you've all fucked it off by the time I've tried to log on in the morning. So, man.
Yeah, so
But there have been times when you've come in and that early hours of the morning, mate. You know, there's been plenty of times you've done that.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah,
been good.
someone
said
said
one time we started about 10 o'clock UK time and finished about 9 o'clock next morning. I think we did about an 11-hour stream one time, didn't we?
Yeah. I think
But
I
I've
went
got-
to bed about 1:30 and woke up about 7 o'clock, and you were still going. I came back in.
I remember he mentioned something about, you know, he was always positive and stuff, and he just didn't want involved in any of the shit. And to be fair to him, like, he really did. He's the kind of closest person to bringing everyone together. Really genuinely mean that as well. Like, you know, there's always shit when it comes to social media and YouTube and crap like that. But Peach was always the one that was like, fuck it, I'm not any part of it. I'll have anyone on, and we'll just have a chinwag and have a chat.
That's
and
it.
I think he literally was like, you'd have everyone from every channel, every social media.
There
account,
was
you
no
name it.
barriers with him at
No.
all.
No.
You know, that was it.
No, exactly.
He had such an open demeanour about him. You couldn't help but love the guy. You know,
Yeah.
he was the sort of guy that, you know, you would invite him on your channel. He would.
I know he
He would
sometimes
invite
says-
you on yours.
I know he sometimes said some stuff that he didn't mean and got taken out of context and stuff, but like when I spoke, like, he said some stuff on stream that got took out of context and stuff past, and like, or something he didn't fully mean or something, and like I've spoke to him like privately afterwards and all that, and like he said like, no, that's not what I meant, and I was like, well, I know you shouldn't have to, but you're gonna have to explain yourself, like. And then he'd come on the stream and speak about it, and he'd apologise for it, and
He
everything.
even
Like, he's
deleted
just
a
such a top
couple of
guy.
his shows because he
Such a top
felt
guy.
that he'd been, sort of taken out of context.
I think that kind of happens in life, though, doesn't it? Like I've said stuff in the past out with being online, just in general, with family or friends or whatever, and regretted it instantly. And sometimes you're right, like you don't think, especially when you're all hyped up, or especially when you do this sort of stuff. If it's live as well, you can get carried away. And I think the thing is, you can build people's characters and who they are and what they are and what their kind of beliefs are. And all that sort of stuff, and you can paint a reasonable picture. I'm assuming you think. I don't know if you agree with me or not on that, but I don't think if Peach said something out of turn to me, I would have probably gone, I really don't think he meant that. I think I built up. I think we all probably knew that. I think we all probably knew that. And it's the same with all you guys. Like when I talk to all you guys, like I don't think I would. You said to me like, "Piss off, Anton." I don't think I would take that in a serious tone. Maybe you mean it in a serious tone, but I don't think I'd take it in a serious tone.
I've got diarrhea of the mouth, so.
Yeah, but we know that anyway, though, Lucas.
I talk a lot of shit.
Michael's comment just made me laugh.
And if we're going to go to the top right hand corner there,
I learned it from
Mr. Ernie himself. Oh, there's no filter up there at all. Is there?
But there's plenty. It could be worse. I always go by that tip, never shove your granny when she's shaving. If you stick by that, you'll be all right.
Love that. Love that.
You donut.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I know. And you're right there, Anton. You can say things in jest and all that, and people can take them the wrong way, which I've done a few times in life. And I never meant any harm of it. I was just trying to be a smart ass. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when you get him recorded, it's there, isn't it? And you think, oh shit, should have said that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like a couple of weeks ago when you said something about women's football and you were coating it up and you went, I should just stay in the bloody kitchen. I was like, oh no, you can't say that.
I'm trying to get a rise out of Charlie because I know he likes it, and he was in the chat. But I must say, I've watched all the highlights of all the women's games, every one of them. I watched the highlights of them, and I've been really impressed with their wing play, their crossing, and the goalkeeping still leaves a bit to be desired for the women's teams. But
that'll get better. That'll get better as the game progresses, won't it?
Yeah, it really has improved, and I have quite enjoyed
the best thing about it is the lack of whinging when they get a throw given against them.
Yeah,
or something like that. I mean,
and the lack of screaming when they get taken out.
And their shirts are perfectly ironed. And that's a good thing. They know how to do that. They should learn how to iron a shirt before they're allowed to play. That's all I'm saying.
You are so naughty, Kieran.
Any women in the chat?
Yeah, Miss Hammerette. Happy was there earlier. She's probably nodded off now.
Yeah, I was actually because she didn't get much sleep last night because she was.
No, we were chatting all night. All of us were.
And stuff, weren't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like because I think I ended up knocking off about 3 o'clock, didn't I? 3:30.
Something like that. Yeah. I
think me and fuming.
Rebecca's still probably in the chat, isn't she? I think you better.
She's watching it with Tom, isn't she? She should be watching it with Tom.
Yeah, I think you better consider your words there, Kieran. Now. Because one of the bosses,
she slaughtered me in the past. I tell you.
Yeah.
This one's for happy.
Comes so naturally to them. So, how is the latest addition to the family anyway, Anton?
Yeah, good mate. Thank you very much. He's because we're keeping it on the theme, like he's sat with me several nights and listened to the 10-minute audio clips He's the only one in the family that is allowed to because he doesn't understand what's getting said half the time.
Or he does.
Yeah.
Or it means
or he does, yeah. Or he did make sense of him.
Imagine if his first words are something like "Yo, dog."
Yeah, I know. My G. My G.
My G.
I'll tell you what,
First
man.
words, my G.
Yeah.
That photo you had with Joey and Lanzini and that what a photo that is. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Was it Fortnells and Lanzini? That was a great photo with the boy.
It was. Rice and Snoddy, wasn't it? Rice and Snoddy.
Rice and Snoddy.
Yeah, because you got a photo with Moisey, didn't you, as well?
On me.
That's what I meant. Yeah, we're at the training ground the other week.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that looked like a cracking
The
photo.
one with Deck with all the kids, your nieces and
Rice. I got one with Rice.
Yeah.
My son and my two nephews and my niece. He was amazing. Like, he was so nice. So nice.
Joke. The link is in the chat, mate. Actually, do you know what? I'll throw it in there now.
Working.
Hey? No, he's just said he wants to come in. So.
Yeah, no,
So
he's
fair.
hopefully still on at about 12:30. Miss Hammer, can you please get rid of the spammer as well?
Whoa, wait a minute. There's someone's found me a girl, so let's not get too hasty. Damn it.
Goodness me. Sorry. Post comment.
Yeah, what's that was saying? Oh yeah, when you took your shirt off for the winning goal. When I was there. Thanks, Miss Hammerat. That is a brilliant YouTube moment. It's on Mr. Clips's Gogglebox thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember.
So,
Joe, when
click on the link, man. We'll get you in.
I remember when Peach had obviously, if you remember when he came up with the idea of the channel, and I'm assuming, I don't know, he was probably messaging a whole host of people, trying to get like a crew, like a presenter crew together, I suppose you could say, and he was like this, and I remember saying, listen, I would love to, and I think I kind of at one point was like, I would love to do it, but I can't give you an answer right now. And then he was coming back to me like, can we do this? Can we do that? Can we do this? And I was like, listen, I'd love to commit to it, but I'm struggling to commit to doing the bloody channel we do, let alone doing another thing, and let alone being on for 3 bloody 4 hours. So,
exactly.
But fair play, he had the
I think
work
when
ethic, didn't he?
I think like when me and Budge like joined in properly, and like Kieran coming in all the time, Charlie coming in all the time, Luke coming in all the time. When we got to that point where everyone was like coming on quite regularly, I think that's what he loved the most. Didn't he?
Yeah.
Because I'm quite private with quite private, and not many of you. He didn't have my mobile phone number. I'd wake up in the morning to find at least 2 or 3 Twitter DMs saying going live in 10 minutes, Lukington. This was 3 in the morning. I don't think you ever quite grasp the concept that people at 3 a.m. on a weekday probably can't commit to 4 hours of chatting nonsense at stupid o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But if he was up, you were up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Because I always used to like hop on when I was at work. Like I used to just like hop on for like. I used to like sneak my phone and hop on for like 2 minutes to say hello. You would not let me leave. And I was like, I've got to get on with work. I will. If you still go in at 6 in the morning, I'll come back on and chat with you when I get home. And like, he'll still be going at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be on there with him when I get home. It was.
I'll tell you something.
Those are the days.
This is gonna be me. This is gonna be me if Samacha misses an absolute sitter. Oh, come on. I hate the way. There we go.
He's going to be lying down.
Is it sideways?
The resolution's too good. Can't make it horizontal. I will be sideways.
As you keep that pizza on the table with that with his table like that.
Fucking fair play.
It's being held down.
Yeah.
Fair play. That
Yeah.
pizza looks decent.
Yeah, there's no bad
Mm,
to
that's it.
Bit confused why there's an angel statue next to it, but you know, we move.
He's Italian. What else do you expect?
No, he's a religious guy. That's fair. Blessing it, you know what I mean?
I want to say, guys,
It still doesn't seem real. Though.
I've just had a quick
Still
look
doesn't
on
seem
my
real.
other screen. This stream has
Yeah.
had 50 likes.
That is beautiful. That is
That
beautiful.
is
I got
brilliant.
58.
I'm seeing 50. Let me refresh
59.
my screen. Let me see what happens when I refresh my screen.
Let's make it 60. How do we do that?
Oh, you're always asking to like your videos, aren't you, Anton? But when you need to do someone else,
there you go. It's done. 61. 61.
Oh,
I was gonna
64
say,
now, mate. It's
it
gone
still
to
doesn't
64
seem-
likes.
It
Wow,
doesn't seem real
I'm
though. 'Cause I was
overwhelmed.
expecting him to turn up, being like, "Oh, my phone died with his green screen on in the background," and his
65.
dad coming in and telling him to shut up, and like, yeah. It just feels like it's gonna happen, but it won't.
Michael Levy, thank you for liking. Michael Levy
Yeah,
Jr.
he would be so happy with it.
Yeah, he would be. He would be. 65 haven't read
69,
exactly what I'm
69.
seeing. 69 now, yes.
Nice.
This is incredible, guys.
Brilliant.
Absolutely
Nice.
incredible. Thank you
Emphatic,
so
Lucas.
much.
Emphatic.
That's 3 times 33.
That's
You're
exactly
70
it. It's
now.
gone to 70 now.
23.
Brilliant
Yeah.
number.
I also went through the
He's
channel.
so happy with it.
I went through the channel, and on January the 19th this year, West Ham, the Academy of Football, was streamed for 8 hours and 10 minutes and 16 seconds, which was the longest video on this channel. Which, frankly, not long enough. But yeah, there you go. 8 hours, 10 minutes, and 16 seconds.
That was with me, I believe.
I think that
It's-
might be the Johnny Sins one.
Yeah. So who's on it at the beginning? So at the beginning, it's me, Peach, Budgie, Deckers, and Kieran. Then it changed, but it changes like 8 times because obviously it's on for that long.
Yeah, 'cause,
It was
yeah.
shift work. I bet shift work was going on.
Yeah,
Tom
yeah, yeah.
turns up for
We
a
were
while,
practicing
James
for a
turns up for a
24-hour
while.
marathon.
Yeah, it was a. Oh, don't do that. Trust me. Trust me. Do not do that. Yeah, it's Frankel turns up for a while, probably too long, knowing him, and then Pete ends it, the only man who was there almost the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah, I think was that
8
the
hours, how many minutes?
8 hours, 10 minutes, and 16 seconds.
was that the Johnny Sins one?
Clips is saying that's the
No.
toilet stream. Is that toilet stream? Did I drop it in the toilet that day? Feels like
We'll have
something I
to.
would have
I'll
done.
tell you what. I think you did, Charlie. You know.
Did you say January the 19th?
Yeah, January 19th, 2022.
2 days after my birthday, so that was 2 days after I was at Duke's pub. So we must have chatted about that at some point, and the fact that we'd played Leeds the day before, which was the second of the Leeds game, so that would have been the cup game. Yeah, I kind of remember doing that stream now. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know it was around January time when we did. It was the Johnny Sins. Stream, I know January time.
Johnny.
I know we were still going when it was getting light, and in January it don't get light till like 8 o'clock in the morning. That was a good stream.
I'm clicking through now, trying to find A, Johnny Sins, or B, toilet.
What the hell? No, actually, that would have been also the same weekend that guy. What was his name? Tut. No, not Tut. What's his name? Yeah, Toots. That was the same weekend he got injured at station.
Oh yeah, it would have been.
It was. That was the same weekend.
It
So
is
that would have
definitely
been one of
toilet.
the topics.
It also is definitely toilet stream. I've clicked through and I'm seeing comments from Charlie's phone saying, "Charlie, help me, I'm drowning." So yeah, it's definitely that one.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Budge didn't meet your phone in there.
Just a big old L. That was just an L of a day. Jesus Christ.
That was an L of a day.
That was an L of a day.
Yeah, I do. L of a day.
Lads, I'm going to check out, but what an amazing feat with that amount of money raised. So keep donating if you are watching.
Yeah, it's still going up. We're still going to be.
There's going to be plenty more coming. We've spoke.
It's going to be $2,000 by the morning, I reckon.
Yeah, easily. And there's going to be plenty more coming because I know I spoke to a whole host of people that are going to be donating. They've said so. There's loads of people saying that as well. So, yep, absolutely.
Thanks.
Anyway, take it easy, lads.
Take care.
Take care, mate.
Cheers, bro.
Look after the family.
See you later,
dude.
Anton.
Take care. Yeah, that's amazing stuff, isn't it? You know, almost $2,000 already.
I completely forgot about that toilet stream, Charlie.
Yeah, it will be $2,000 before we all wake up.
I wish I forgot about it.
3 hours, 36 minutes.
I figured if Anton's going, I will come and join in.
Oh,
look, Clips knows exactly when things happen in videos. Look.
Not just if
Look at that.
Frankel's here. Yay.
No, not yay. Boo, boo, boo.
Shut up, Charlie.
Frankel made me cry in public earlier, just saying.
Clips, send me that on Twitter. That one, if you can. I'll be handy to watch again. That's hilarious.
Oh, he's got the number right, the time as well. Well done, Clips it.
Oh, how convenient. Oh, Charlie.
Well, it's convenient that you've turned up after that's come up.
I've been watching, but playing Fortnite badly.
Playing
Frank, have you hung that fucking picture up yet?
No.
Is it still on the floor? You're
Still.
fucking you.
It's not a picture. It's an immortal shirt.
Well, an immortal shirt, you're right. 2 years that's been sitting there waiting to go on the wall. You can't
It's
put a
not
hook
that
up.
long, but it's been a fucking while. The
By
weirdest
the time that gets hooked up on the wall, Tottenham will have a bloody trophy.
So it's never happening then.
No, you know what I mean.
The city badge though. Oh my gosh, what a day!
Oh yeah. No, come on. Who took that off the screen? I like that comment. That was funny.
Yesterday I had to do it.
Yeah.
You know, but today I've been wearing this all day. Well, I was watching the stream and I guess his parents are figuring out his phone because I get a fucking phone call and it comes up WhatsApp audio from Peach, and I was just like, fuck. I tried to answer it, didn't answer.
Oh, I would have shit myself.
But it was not. Yeah, it's not the greatest thing I wanted to see, but yeah, it's been a rough day. His parents are really appreciative of all of it.
That's good.
They were really grateful. His dad called me earlier on. And yeah, it's just, I was going to just share a Peach story. I mentioned last night that he would call me and these people, he'd be like, I got this message about free stuff and all I have to do is do this. So he sends me, you know how it is with Peach. When you finally get to it, you've got 7 fucking messages that you have to get through. So I'm listening and then I'm like, I do a response and I'm like trying to answer all of his points. And the last thing I said to him, I'm like, oh, and it's fake. Like it's definitely fake. And I get a message back saying, yo, my G, I can't believe you would say that. I'm not fake. I'm the realest there is. I'm not fake. I can't believe you would do this to me. I can't believe you would say this. And he goes on this massive rant. And then I send him a voice message back saying, no, the scam is fake. You're not fake. And he's like, oh.
Bless him.
Great stuff. Great
The
stuff.
realest you've ever talked to.
I was gonna say because he was convinced that Russell Brand wanted to come on the show before. I remember he was convinced Russell Brand wanted to come on the stream because a Russell Brand fan account or something commented
Here,
on one of
can we get that video
the
real quick?
videos or something.
Let me. So this
What
is
one?
the last message that I got from Peach, and it's about Russell Brand. So these are the last 2 messages, and hopefully I can do this without crying. But here it is.
Yeah, Franco, what's going on, my G? Hope you had a safe flight.
1.5.
I don't know if no, you're on a tour bus, thank you. So hope you're chilling with the Random right now. Big man, I'm up for me. From Peach, West Ham Random, with yourself. Yo, do you know who got a hold of me, Park? Straight up, I don't know if it's fake, but I don't know if I told you. He highlighted my comment that I put on his YouTube channel, and then like threw out his like mobile number, but like only the first couple digits, and then when I opened it, I could see it. It's like a Russell Brand guy. Like I don't know if it's real. Because this has happened before when somebody said that they were Russell Brand and they got a hold of me, but like this is actually, that was like a message I received on Facebook. You know what I mean? This is actually like I commented on it in his screen, and then he highlighted the comment and sent me his like.
Do you say that this was a common denominator?
So he's like, Russell Brand, like I was watching a stream and he highlighted my comment and then he put a number out there, his phone number. But it was only the first couple of digits. But then when I went on it, I could see the whole thing. So, and then he goes on to say, I haven't called it yet, but like, imagine if it is Russell Brand. And that's the last message. And I only,
Yeah, I remember.
Did he talk to you about it?
When did he send you this message?
This was on Wednesday.
Right, okay. But I mean, when he thought that Russell Brand was commenting on these videos and wanted to come on the show, this was about 2 months ago or something. But it was a Russell Brand fan account or something that had commented on the video or something, or emailed him or something. And like, I was like, send me the screenshots and like, obviously it was fake, so I had to explain it to him. And he was like, oh man, like, I wish that was Russell Brand and stuff. And I was like, it would have been pretty cool if it was.
Yeah.
But,
cheers, Michael.
Thanks for coming on.
Cheers.
I mean,
thank you, Michael.
Maybe it was, and I'll never know now, and we'll probably never know.
And now you've got Russell Brand going, why isn't this prick responding to my calls?
Imagine that. That would be the most Peach thing in the history of the planet. Like Russell Brand is trying to get through to him.
Look, real quick, side note. James, did you just eat a sausage roll?
Yes, I did, bro.
I was going to say something.
Love that.
No,
I wanted to say something. But
was it Greg's?
Were we talking? Yeah, give us the lowdown on the sausage roll.
Wait there.
He's off.
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, I need to know.
Here we go.
Oh, look at a plate full of them. Now we're talking. We're talking. Yes. Just a plate full of sausage rolls. Just plow through them, James. Get to work. Come on, let's get. I want.
I'm back now. I'm back.
Where are you getting them from,
mate? I know someone who knows someone who goes out and gets something.
Much love, Peach. Thank you.
Couldn't resist.
Love that.
I was hungry.
Nothing but respect. Nothing but
We
respect.
used to do some good food channels, didn't we, Charlie?
I'll never forget my first Greg's sausage roll. Sadly, it was outside the Emirates, but I
Yeah.
had wonderful company.
I'll tell you what was funny was when you come all the way over to England, I took you to McDonald's.
I needed that bad. I was down bad. I was so hungry.
Highest of cuisine. To be fair, when you were over here and I'm getting messages from you and you're sat in like a shopping centre, just like on the floor.
Do you know what, right? Right, do you know that funny, yeah? Was when Tom messaged me, yeah? He goes, James, all fucking Lucas keep talking about is Weatherspoon.
that was down to me. I think that was down to me. It was.
Oh, that place fucking fucks.
Weatherspoon's thing.
That's where he goes. Let's go to Weatherspoon.
Yes. Let's fucking burn one down. Not like that, but you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say it's quite an extreme reaction, but
Yeah, let's do
sure.
it.
Let's
How
tear
did you
that
get in?
fucker down.
Lucas, how did you get into Witherspoons as an American? Don't they ban hats in Witherspoons?
No.
No.
They
don't ban anything in Wetherspoons.
I was going to say,
you're not wrong.
They do.
I went to Wetherspoons last
Diction,
night.
a full set of teeth.
Luke, it's funny you said that because Tom mentioned the same thing. He didn't know, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to walk in anyway. And we were all good.
Yeah,
Is that like a common? Is that a common thing?
Well, some pubs and stuff have like tight dress codes. Like I got turned away from a pub in Manchester for wearing shorts. But like I went to Wetherspoons last night and they had security on the doors and
stuff. They were hot pants, really, Reese, weren't they?
I'll try. I would try to turn up with shorts and a top.
I went to Wetherspoons last night with security on the door and they let me with a hat on.
Let's turn this into a food show.
Mate, I'm here for it. I can't lie to you. I had Chinese tonight. It was grand. Do you know what I mean?
We know.
I think we should do our own take on this channel. Right? Me and Charlie can do the food hour.
I don't know. I think I weigh the most here, so I should be in charge.
Oh, that's a bold claim.
I'm so tempted to order a Chinese and fuck my diet off tonight.
No, I've stood next to him, Luke. He's a big lad.
How much do you weigh, Lucas?
I weigh 270.
So what's that in stone?
I think I weigh more than
No,
you.
that's what he means. 270 stone.
I reckon I weigh more than you, Lucas. You know,
I'm actually a fucking
That's about
rhino.
19 and a half stone, isn't it?
Here, I'll do the
I think-
math. Unless Charlie's already
Isn't it
on it.
14, isn't it? 14 and a stone.
You're about the same weight as me, Lucas, probably.
Also, I do think we should all just describe very.
19.2 stone.
I do think we should all
How
just
many?
describe very nice sounding food so Frankel breaks his diet. But carry on.
Ooh, Frankel, you look like you like a nice crab rangoon.
No, actually,
Let's say you were. Let's just play it out. Let's just play it out, Adam. Let's say you were to order Chinese right now. What would you order?
honestly, I wouldn't order
Crab
Chinese
rangoon is first on my
because
list.
American Chinese food is shit. It's the worst version of Chinese food. It's
just
fucking
noodles,
horrible.
isn't it?
No, they just it's nothing like English Chinese food. It's all just shitty, sugary, boiled meat. It's horrible. It's nothing like English Chinese food.
Is it like the South Park? Is it like the South Park shea chicken?
So if you were in the UK, what would you order?
Oh,
good question.
easy.
Great question.
I would order, hands down, I'd get a whole fucking duck. A whole duck.
Love it. Love a duck.
Crispy aromatic
Yeah, I
duck.
suppose you need someone to share your dinner with.
Is your
Carry on.
duck like our rotisserie chicken? Just get a whole duck.
No, because they
Yeah,
shred
mate.
it as well. Like in America, whenever you do find like 1 in 100 restaurants sell duck, but their version they slice it. It's like that's just wrong. It's just
What else are you supposed to do with the duck?
shred it like you
Shred it.
shred your pork. We do that for
Yeah.
duck.
With the pancakes, Frankel.
Oh, with the pancakes, the hoisin sauce,
Yeah.
Can we call it plum sauce because it's funnier?
plum. Yeah. Oh,
Plum sauce.
rest in peace.
Yeah, with the onions and the shredded cucumber.
Right there, Frankel. It's
Guys,
Australia and
I'm gonna have to
the
love and leave
Chinese
you 'cause
here,
I'm getting
nothing like
quite
the
tired
UK.
now.
It's pretty crap. It's pretty crap. Unless you go to Chinatown and go to one of the top restaurants, you'll get nice Chinese. But
Yeah.
apart from
I
that,
just-
suburbia
I
is pretty poor.
I love me a good hibachi.
Oh yeah, I do love me a good hibachi as well. That
You
for
know
the
what,
English
I've
people.
heard of it so many times. I
Guys,
don't even
I'm
know
gonna
what it
have
is.
Oh, Charlie
I
Wall.
have no
you would
idea
love
what it is.
hibachi.
Oh my
Charlie,
lord, that was a
Have you-
reaction.
Have
That
you
was
seen? Have
explosive.
you seen the videos of like people at hibachi restaurants, the chefs?
No, I don't even know what it is.
Oh!
Where they cook the food in front of you on a big thing and they toss things in the air and they're like,
Go on
Yeah,
your
I've
second
done that.
monitor right now and just type in hibachi chef.
All right, give me a
It's
minute.
all.
Give me a minute.
It's just a barbecue on a big plate. That's all that is.
No, It's not.
Yeah. Love it, mate.
It's like a circus.
What is it, hibachi?
Guys, I'm gonna have to
Is that
love and leave you
Korean?
because I'm getting quite tired.
Asian.
Frankel and Budgie, you've both got access on the stream. I think it's ending and stuff, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just making sure because I'm gonna leave off and I'm gonna stick you guys on and listen to you guys while
we're gonna let this
live at Nagoya.
Cheers, Deckers.
Is that the one?
See you, mate.
Lucas.
So much love.
Say it again.
All you guys know if you need me for anything,
live at
drop me a
Nagoya.
message or whatever.
That's the one I was about to watch, Budgie. I was waiting till Deckers left and I was about to click on that as well.
Yeah.
All right, what did
good
you
night,
do,
guys.
Ben? See you,
Appreciate
Reese.
it, bro.
Cheers,
Speak
All right, see you later, Reese. Take care, big man.
Hibachi chef.
See you, Rice.
Yeah, when you
Just
type in
do
hibachi
professional
chef-
hibachi grill chef preparing delicious meal.
Yeah, well, this guy's just tossing his tools around at the moment.
Wait, which? Oh yeah, I can see. Okay.
I got arrested for
Listen,
that.
there's more to it. Give him a chance.
Lucas, is that Korean?
No, it's Japanese technically.
I would be in for that. I would be here for that.
I mean, he is swirling a fucking egg on this thing with his finger.
Yeah, I went to one of them restaurants once with the big plate. He cooks in front of you.
Me and Lucas got to the
Just
exact
set
same.
fire to the oil.
No,
He's gonna throw it up. He's gonna catch it in his hat. You fucking watch.
Wait,
Do
you want me
it!
to-
Oh!
Wait, hang on. Let's share the screen. Frank, will you be able to click on my share screen in a sec?
Oh.
Thank you. That's the kind of attitude I like from you.
Get a fucking move on then.
Bro, it's here. Jam your hypes, bro. Right, here we go, Lucas. Here we go.
Oh my god, look at
Oh,
that guy
this
go!
is not the one I'm watching.
No, that's what I was saying. We clicked on a different one. I know the one you were watching, the live in Nagoya one.
It's like fucking Michael Jordan with that egg.
Watch this. Here we go.
It's snake. Does it go in his hat?
No, this one he doesn't. He's a fucking amateur.
Oh god.
Look,
Is that actually? Oh, I see.
No.
It was,
Frankel knows. A
that
real
was the
pro
shell.
throws it in the air,
It was
catches
the
it in his
shell,
hat.
And then a real pro catch it in his hat and then pulls out a chicken. Oh, it's hatched.
Oh yeah, my
And
man
then
just broke
takes your
that egg
wife
better than
out for
I
dinner.
do normally.
All that to cook an egg.
Oh, there's more.
It's just
oh, that
terrible.
to cook an egg.
All right, let's get deeper into this.
Oh,
Oh,
Right,
this
let's-
is making-
The other one was
guy's a
better.
fucking
Live at
amateur.
Nagoya,
Yeah,
he
this
starts
guy's terrible.
chopping
See,
his shit up and everything.
Lucas, that's what happens when you put Charlie Walsh in charge of doing something. He picks something.
How about this?
No,
Let's start
how about
Right,
no?
Oh wait! This one's got spikes. Let's have a look at this.
Unbelievable.
This one's off the charts. Frankel, you ever had Wagyu?
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Of course he has. Look
Is
at
it
him.
worth the hype?
Yeah,
like,
beautiful.
You like the A5
Beautiful.
Wagyu?
Just Wagyu in
Look-
general.
look,
I've never
there's
had it.
A lot of the cattle in Australia are Wagyu beef, right? They've got to be DNA tested and everything else, and it's expensive, but my God, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
The marbling is borderline sexual.
So the A5 Wagyu, which I've only had a couple of times because thankfully I've got friends who will pay that sort of money. It isn't even like steak. It's almost like
I heard it
eating
just melts.
butter. Yeah, it melts in your. It's almost like an appetizer or a dessert. It's really not like it isn't even like steak at all.
And you can't have it well done, boys. It has to be a medium rare.
Oh,
it has
yeah.
to be medium.
Always.
Yeah, mate.
What would the reaction be if I walked in and I ordered Wagyu and then when I asked you how I wanted it and I said, well done?
If it's A5 Wagyu, they
Tell
don't
you to
give
leave.
you.
Tell you to leave, mate. Go away. Don't be
Yeah.
silly.
Go away. Not
They tell
interested.
you go to
Go
Greg's
away,
around the
you.
corner.
They
We don't
probably
want
look at
your
you
way
and
too
then
much, man.
recommend something else.
Yeah, McDonald's around the corner. Go away. Your palate is not refined like ours. Go.
We'd suggest the KFC around the corner, sir.
Yeah, cool, mate. It's a Miller and Carter a mile up the road.
No, the restaurant I went to, Charlie, the chef actually said that we can't cook it well done. It comes as it is. and it'll be medium rare. And he basically said, if you want a well done steak, I'll do you a T-bone. But if you want Wagyu, you got to have it how it's cooked. And you didn't have the choice.
You ever had a tomahawk?
That's a big old steak, isn't it?
That's the big one. The big thick. Yeah, that's
the
massive.
one off the hip, isn't it?
Never had one.
Isn't it? Off the hip or something. Big steak. Yeah, do you know there's in Amsterdam there's an Argentinian restaurant. The name slips my mind at the moment, but it's this Argentinian steakhouse. And when you order a T-bone in there, they ask you if you want to keep the bone, and if you want them to dress it for you. Quite a strange thing. They'll go and take the bone off into the kitchen and bring it back all cleaned up.
You gotta keep the bone in.
Yeah, mate, it's pretty cool the way they do it. But the trouble is, they give you an option. They ask you if you want it dressed, like if you want the bone dressed, or if you want it done traditional style. If you have it done traditional style, the three ends of the T on the bone are points, so you can't bring it back through customs or anything like that. You know what I mean? But
my favorite meal is steak and eggs with a T-bone.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys do that over
there. Yeah. My favourite cut of steak has to be fillet, though. It's just beautiful.
I love a cheese fillet.
Yeah, mate.
I'm more of a New York strip guy.
I'm more of a chicken nugget guy. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're a sausage roll guy.
Nugget. That's big place there, Charlie.
6 nugget,
chicken
large
nugget,
meal, McDonald's, chocolate.
Funny enough, Charlie, I watched a food vlog the other day, and it was a geezer in America, and he reckons America now are introducing nuggets for the very first time in McDonald's, or is it KFC or McDonald's? They've never done them before. They've never done them before in America. Is that true, Lucas? They've never had them before.
KFC doesn't do nuggets.
Yeah, but they do. He mentioned a couple of restaurants now that are going to start doing it.
Do you know they do popcorn chicken though, don't they, Lucas?
Yeah, but that's not really a chicken nugget.
No.
You know who does an underrated chicken nugget? Burger King.
Fuck Burger King.
Underrated chicken nugget. I'm not gonna lie, I tried it. Yeah, I tried the.
The only thing I'll eat from there is their chicken fries.
Bro, I'm telling you, I thought this was gonna be a bad move. I thought this was gonna be a mistake.
They're cheap as shit, though.
They were better chicken nuggets than McDonald's.
You can get like a 20-piece at fucking Burger King for like £2.
Mate, Burger King, what a place!
Yeah, mate. I prefer their burgers. But to be honest, I don't like McDonald's burgers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say I prefer everything there. I just think it's better. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's just not as accessible, you know.
I do too.
I think I'm gonna get Chinese after all of that.
Good work, everyone. Who did it? Good work.
There's one place near me.
I can see you getting absolutely hot and bothered.
They do a cheeseburger spring roll, and it is like so fucking.
That is the most American thing I've ever heard of.
And it's honestly, it's incredible. It's like
That
a really
does
nice
sound damn good, though.
Sounds sexual.
Like it's a
That
nice
does,
piece of
doesn't it?
beef with some cheese in it, some like Thousand Island sauce. Oh,
Have you ever had a cheesesteak spring roll?
oh no! Oh yeah, don't they do those at Cheesecake Factory?
Yes, they
They do
do.
them at the Cheesecake Factory. I love
So you know
What would you compare? A what?
They ain't called a pancake roll. It's a pancake roll over here.
It's like a pancake roll. Fried, yeah.
So what, Frankel? What would be the UK equivalent to a Cheesecake Factory?
Oh, there's no such equivalent.
Oh, yeah.
No, there isn't.
Absolutely no such equivalent because, first of all, there's no restaurant in England that has that amount of variety.
Oh, my God.
Second of all, there's no restaurant in England that encourages obesity in that way.
Guys, real quick, I'm going to explain this to you, and Frankel can piggyback on this. Cheesecake Factory, by far and wide, has the largest menu in the fucking world.
Yeah, it's a fucking book. It's literally a book.
It's a fucking Harry Potter novel. Return of the Phoenix.
Have you never been to Cosmos? What do you mean? Cosmos has got like a fucking menu. Massive over here.
I don't know. I've not been.
Mate, you guys,
I would
McDonald's
say-
have got a whole machine.
I would suggest to you though that the larger the menu size, the less quality the food is.
Oh, I would have to disagree.
Yeah,
The
I
Cheesecake
agree.
Factory, they do everything well. And if you couldn't tell, the cheesecake's pretty good.
What would you say, Charlie, is the most overrated restaurant in England?
Don't fucking say Weatherspoons.
Nando.
Definitely not. I mean,
Do you know what?
I know
Do you
you
know
get
what?
your food prepared in a
Luke's not-
microwave at Weatherspoons.
Luke isn't. Do you know what? Nando's is a decent shout because the thing is, it's not like I don't like
I
Nando's.
strangely agree.
But am I putting it up there? I don't think I would.
I had a cheeky Nando's.
About Wagamama's.
Nah, I like a Wagamama, but it depends what you're ordering. I do order off the kids'
I-
menu there, but I do like.
I
it.
think I think Five
Yeah,
Guys
that's just for
delivery.
the pack of crayons,
is
isn't
shit.
it, Charlie?
I think Five
Don't
Guys
even
is
get that.
overrated as well.
Oh, overpriced. I don't
I've
know.
never tried a Five Guys.
Oh my gosh,
What?
Franco. One of my boys.
No, their burgers
DoorDash-
are good, but don't have them delivered.
One of
'Cause
my
they
boys
deliver them
DoorDash Five
wrapped
Guys.
in tin foil, and it makes the burger
How
makes
much?
the bun sweat, and it's just horrible and gooey and nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, what's
So
the
don't
what's the
ever have a
service-
Five Guys delivered. If you want
What's
to
the
try
s-
a Five Guys, go there.
What's the service
much
that
better.
the UK uses for like food delivery, like Uber Eats?
We have Uber Eats.
Yeah, there's Uber and
Bro, I have a boy who drunk ordered. We have DoorDash, but we also have Uber Eats. But he DoorDash Five
What's
Guys.
it called? DoorDash.
DoorDash, yeah.
Yeah, I think DoorDash might be owned by the same people as Just Eat.
All I
think.
know is that Five Guys delivery was like, it was like $40.
It is extortion at that place.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go after this comment, but I have to say this because I'm very passionate about this topic. Arby's, that place is a borderline legal money laundering fucking scam. Who the fuck goes? Yes, Arby's. Yo, and Frankel, you want to know something crazy? This is gonna blow your
Can I
fucking
just say,
mind.
can I just say before you say it, Lucas? What I want you to judge, Franco, is listen to the passion in Lucas's voice as he says this. It's not.
This is gonna
you can't
blow.
ignore this. This is passionate.
Do they have Arby's in the UK or no?
No. No.
Good. It's fucking trash. Frankel, you know how Arby's is famous for their roast beef?
Yeah.
Say the name out loud.
Yeah, I heard this before.
Money laundering
Roast beef.
scheme. The cartel is using Arby's to launder money, and I will not take
What type of
no for
restaurant is
an
it,
answer.
Lucas?
It's a fast food shitty place that makes
And they
roast beef
sell-
sandwiches.
I will say this: they do have a banging milkshake, and their curly fries are pretty solid.
What about Sonic? Isn't there a place called Sonic?
Oh, Sonic is pang.
You'll be hanging around with us too fucking long. You're saying peng, bro.
That's been in my vocab for a while now.
Sonic.
No, remember that screen? Oh, Charlie, I didn't send you the screenshot, but I put in this one chat, or I put it with James, I think.
Yeah.
I said something about some kit being pang, and this American that follows me is like, yeah, I agree. It's awful. And I was like, I don't think he knows what I meant, but I was like, opinion aside, I don't think he knows what I meant.
You got to teach the boys, bruv.
The men them do not know. The men.
The man.
You're like the most cockney. You're like the most cockney American I've ever met in my life. It's got to be honest. You know what I mean?
That's what happens. All right, lads, I'm gonna have to shoot off. I love you all. I will talk to you all soon.
take care, Lucas.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Yeah,
See you,
And,
Lucas. Stay positive. Love your life.
and let me know how those hibachi videos turn out. You should keep watching.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna deeps that. That sounds like the next 6 hours of my life.
Homework tonight. I need at least 15 minutes of hibachi watching. I need you to just witness the egg in the air. He catches in his hat and then just does whatever with it.
I'll track it down, bro. I'll be finding this shit.
All right, one love. Love you all. Ciao, ciao.
Love you, man.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, I'm not going to be far behind him because I was up until about 7 this morning or yesterday morning.
Whereas me and Adam Frank are going to stay up for at least another 4 hours, right, Adam?
I
Yeah?
don't know about that. I mean, I'm
4
so
hours.
hungry. I'm hungry.
Yeah, no, bring the food on stream. It's fine.
I think but I need to go to the grocery store and buy it.
What was that? And never do it again.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Or I feel like I shouldn't fuck my diet though.
No, Frank, don't fuck your diet. Don't order the nice food. Just have your.
I did have a whole big jumbo bag of Walker's Sensations last night. I'm not gonna lie. That was.
Don't do it. You definitely shouldn't. You definitely shouldn't indulge in some beautiful, succulent food. I'm sounding like the Marks and Spencer's advert.
I'm out. See you later, guys. Take care. See you later.
What is the diet that you're on, Frankel?
Oh, it's this I go. They give me most of my food. It's like no sugars, no carb. You eat like the food they give you for like breakfast, lunch. You have it with some vegetables. It's like super strict. You're not allowed to eat most things.
And then there's me who just knocked out 2 sausage rolls, a Mars bar, and 2 digestive chocolate biscuits.
What do you say, Kieran?
What have you lost so far?
So I've lost 2.5 stone so far. Oh no, hang on, 2 stone.
And how much do you weigh?
So I went from like over 205 pounds to right now I'm like 181.
Almost 205. About, was that 17 stone? Is it?
I don't know. Let me do 205 divided by 14, and I'll tell you.
Do you know what that sounds like? Celebration time.
15 stone. So
fucking hell, Frankel, man, there's nothing on you, bro.
Well, I still got another stone and a bit to lose. My target weight is like between 160 pounds and 165. So I've got about just under 20 pounds more that I'm supposed to shift on this diet.
And how long have you been on this diet for?
It's 5 weeks. But last week I didn't do great because I was on tour with Dude Perfect and in Vegas, and so I
Chinese food then.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't get when you. Yeah, I didn't have a ton of options.
How tall are you, Adam?
Not tall. 5'7", 5'8".
Okay, you're taller than I thought you were.
Oh, really? What do you think? I was a midget?
Oh, you give off small aura. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not tall. I'm still pretty short.
Compared to young Tom.
How tall's Tom?
I don't know.
I thought I'm.
I just know how tall I am compared to Tom.
I feel like I'm a similar height to Tom.
Okay, all right, I could see that.
I don't know. How tall are you?
6 foot.
That sounded like not true.
I am exactly 6 foot.
Fucking hell, Charlie! I didn't think you were 6 foot, bro.
Thank you very much.
You're taller than me.
184 centimeters.
As he gets the tape measure out.
Oh look! So, Ab's brother reckons that he's 5'10", so he's taller than me apparently, which is barely shorter than you, Charlie. I mean.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm supposed to be taller. I don't know.
Oh, here we go. You're at your normal tricks again, Charlie.
Bro, you can hit. Look, you can hit. If I hit the keyboard, yeah, you can hear it.
Well, of course, if you hit the keyboard, yeah.
That was me typing, you fucking donut.
Oh, I am fucking hungry though, so I need to get something.
Yeah, right, lads. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks for everything. Stay safe.
Take care, man.
Yeah, you take care, boys.
All right.
Cheers, bro.
All the best.
Cheers, lad. Take care.
Bye bye.
Well, I don't think this is going to be an epic I mean, I think maybe. I don't want to be here for 30 minutes, but finishing this show on 3 hours and 33 minutes would be an incredibly Peach thing to do.
God, I back it.
Yeah, all right.
But
Yeah, I know, mate. We'll have it.
But 311 would be a very me thing to do.
Yeah,
So-
but it's not about you. It's not about you for once. So
I mean, I don't
So-
know.
So let's ask about your diet then, Frank. How hard was it at the start? First couple of weeks?
Not that hard because I'd made the commitment and it was expensive. It was a lot of money, like because
Shit.
they weigh you, they do it all. So it works out to be probably. I mean, it was what for 10 weeks. It's like $275 a week. So probably looking at about probably around £2,000, maybe a little under that. So if you're going to drop that sort of money, obviously you're like, well, I'm not going to fuck this up. But like with all of this going on, and
they supply all the food, Adam, do they?
yeah, most of it. But
And what
it's
is it?
powdered shit. Like, I'm going to go bring you some of it to show because it's not good.
Fucking $2,000 for that, mate. I'd rather get a home
Yeah.
food.
Man has more money than sense.
Fucking easier. It'd be easier to cut a leg off.
Be quicker as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One just quick and done. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what I'd get. Do you remember the old Wii games console, Charlie?
Oh, get a bit of Wii Fit going.
Get a bit of Wii Fit going, bro. Fuck
Yeah,
me, lose.
get on the balance board, bro.
You know what? I would have thought if you ate less, it'd be cheaper.
Oh, I know, right?
So there's it's all powdered shit. So this is a drink. You pour in water, some cereal, some protein chips, smoothie powder, soup powder, protein powder.
What are your energy levels like?
Yeah,
they're all right. I mean, I try and play pickleball for a couple hours a day if I can.
God, we're back onto pickleball again.
It's my obsession. But if I was, the thing is, I'd eat out at least once a day. So, I mean, I've cooked more in the last 5 weeks than in the last 2 years, with no shadow of a doubt.
Mm.
And
what's your plan? Because like obviously you want to stick at it, but when you're done, what's your plan?
Well, last week, obviously, I was a bit, I was in Vegas. I didn't really do all the things I should have done. And I still lost weight. So when I'm done, I think it's just a matter of like making better choices, because I'm on my own, I've got some disposable income. Every night it's like, well, what do I want to eat? I'll get on Uber Eats or I'll go somewhere and I'll eat whatever I want. Whereas really I need to be in a better mindset and I'll just eat shit all the time. Whereas now, because I'm doing this, I'm a lot more mindful about calories that I'm taking in and, do I really want to do this? This decision is going to be an extra 600 calories.
But would that change though if your routine changed?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Also, I've been from the beginning. I've said, look, I've always wanted to get into shape. I've always wanted to be thinner. It's always been a dream of mine. I've been too lazy to ever do it. And not only that, but I also really like to go and do fun things. So I don't want FOMO. But I made the decision, you know what? I've said for over 10 years that I want to do it. So fuck it. I'm going to pay the money. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to get into shape. And you know what? When I get there, I might make the decision that actually going and eating the food and having the fun and being a bit fatter is better. And then I can make that choice because I've put the work in now. I can make a decision. But I don't know how I'll feel. Like this right now is the lightest I've been in probably 10 years. And so I don't know what 20 more pounds lighter than this looks like. I've no idea.
The thing is though, because I get that 100%. But the thing is, as someone, I don't drink, and that FOMO thing doesn't exist. I can still go places with people. It's just I just consume something that's different. I still go out to the pub with everyone, except everyone else just gets massively pissed, and I don't. I just drink whatever, and so it's you could still go to places. You would just have to be selective about what you ate.
Yeah, but
or
it's a little bit
alternatively,
different with
you
going
just
out for dinner.
that like
I
if
think
you
it
know you're
also
going
depends.
out, then the rest of the day you have to like change the rest of what you eat. Or
I think it
something.
also depends where you are and all. Like if you're local to like a little Chinese or a Dixie chicken or something, you're fucking gonna eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and
Do you know what I
also
mean?
portions in America are not helpful because
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No. I must say what you said there, James. When I came back to the UK after my first stint in Australia, I've been here about 3 years, and I was, fairly slim. I'm not the biggest fucker anyway, but I put on masses of weight back home because I was eating big breakfasts, I was having dinners, we're going out on the piss, and then we could not finish a night without a Chinese or a curry, and I was the heaviest I'd ever been. And then I went and worked in Germany for a year. And the beer was so great in Germany, you hardly ever ate. We just snacked on pieces and that. And when I came back from Germany, after being out there a year, they thought I'd had AIDS, my mates and that. They fucking what the fuck is happening to you? I lost about, without intentionally, I lost at least 3.5 stone just from being out there working, because I just drank more and snacked. And didn't have the big curries at the time, and it just fell off me. I just couldn't believe it.
Well, I guarantee you, when you went up the pub, you walk past, you go into the pub, you come out the pub, there's always a Chinese or a fucking Indian.
You've got to, haven't you? I know. And you don't need it. You don't need it, but you got to have it.
Yeah.
11 and 12 o'clock at night in the curry house.
So you walk down the street at like closing time around here, and it's just like the amount of kebab shops you walk past that are just like absolutely rammed with people.
Yeah.
They'll be empty literally the entire day until closing time, and then they
Best kebab is just to move up there.
I keep getting told there's someone in my chat. There's someone who comes onto the watch along chats who's probably in like your videos as well, James, potentially. And Kieran, you might have seen him about, and Frank, well, you don't watch YouTube, so you can sit out this conversation.
Who is it?
But there's a guy called Major. I think he's called like Major 84 or something like that. I can't remember the number. It's Major something. I just call him Major, and he's been asking me to try a kebab for like a year at this point because I've never had a kebab, and I keep meaning to do it on a watch along at some point. Just order a kebab and have it on stream. But what if I'm doing this, because I potentially might be very soon? What kebab am I getting?
Chicken sheesh for me.
Have you had doner meat before?
I must have, yeah, but I've never had.
You just need a doner kebab because that's your bread and butter kebab.
Oh, fucking, it's just too greasy, don't it, Frank? You know that's greasy.
But if he's never had a kebab, you've got to start.
Yeah, you've got to start with that one. You've got to start with a doner. I'm also saying this, Charlie, though, because you don't drink. It is the ideal fucking food after a load of beer.
Oh yeah,
because it don't matter what it tastes.
Even I know that.
Yeah, and you might get it and go, this is shite, because I wouldn't eat this. But once you've had a beer, it's lovely. It's the best.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I fucking love shit food, though. So,
you might
eat absolute trash. It'd probably be all right for me. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what you should get? You should get like a mixed kebab, Charlie. Get shish,
mix.
kufti, doner meat. What's the other one they get? There's something else and all what they get, like which is like a chicken or a lamb, I think.
This is obviously an outrageously dumb question, but what's the like, you know, when you walk into a kebab shop and they have the thing that's spinning with the meat that looks like a giant
doner.
That's doner, okay.
Yeah, that's why it's like fucking a cow's leg, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah, because then I might have to try that because the thing is, it's like the drinking thing, right? I'll go to a pub, but I won't have that. The thing is, I've been to tons of kebab shops, but I'll just have anything else, and I don't know why. I've just never had it. I feel like I have to. My childhood self would not allow me to have anything but. Do you know what I mean? Like every time I've gone to a kebab shop my entire life, I've looked at that thing and gone, I wonder what that is. I wonder what that tastes.
And what do you have in a kebab shop then?
It depends how I'm feeling. It depends as well if we're staying in. Because if we're just getting it and going, then if it's like a Turkish kebab type place, then I'll probably just get like a baklava and go. Like it's not that deep, just because they're paying, right? But if it's like if we're staying in, then honestly, like the most of the time, I'll get like a quarter pounder and chips.
Oh, you're not lived, Charlie. Fuck me, you got to live, bro. This is the moment now, all right? You've got to get a kebab. That's it. You can't have a quarter pounder and fucking chips from a kebab shop,
Charlie, if your go-to is chicken nuggets, you should be all right with a kebab.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I think chicken and cheese, you're fucking love with all the salads and all that. Are you a salad person, Charlie, or not?
Yeah. There's certain things I wouldn't eat in it, but yeah. Like
Lettuce, onion, tomato in there. It feels healthy.
Yeah.
Cucumber's trash, but apart from that,
Fucking tomatoes, I can't stand. Fucking hell.
Oh, I hate tomatoes as well.
Yeah. I'm not
Sliced tomatoes. I like tomato. I like the flavor of tomato, but when it's like sliced or whatever, or cherry tomato, bruv, get in the bin. I'm not interested.
Yeah. They give you that little chili and all, little chili peppers,
little jalapenos.
Yeah.
I am terrible with heat. I am just the worst with heat. Like unbelievably, impressively bad with heat. Like the joke I used to say is even pepper's a bit much for me. Like it's incredible. It's just scared of it. Which makes me wonder why I have this stomach problem. When I went to the doctor about the stomach, I have a stomach issue, right? That I have to take medication for. And when I went to the doctor about it originally, and he told me what was wrong after all the tests, he was like, okay, do you drink lots of alcohol? I went, no, I've never drunk alcohol. He went, oh, okay. Do you like spicy foods? And I went, no, I almost never eat anything spicy, and even when I do it mild. And he's like, how did you get this stomach problem? Because he's just like, when other people have it, it's just because they've had like really hot food or whatever. But yeah, I am a terrible food person.
Is it more acidic? Is it, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got like an acid thing, and I have to take
acid reflux. You got.
Yeah, it's basically that. That's essentially what it is. I take the same medication you would take for acid reflux. Take one every day before I start eating, which is the most annoying thing in the world.
Do you eat a lot of sweets, like
Haribo?
Sort of, like sickly sort of sweets?
No, I barely even eat sweets. I've never really eaten sweets that much in my life. Even when I was a kid, I'd rather get a chocolate bar than have a sweet.
Yeah, I'm a biscuit person myself. Always. Or cookies. Cookies or something.
Yeah.
Scott asks if you suffer from heartburn.
Yeah, thanks, Frankel. Fairly, yeah, I do. Not constant, not a lot, but I do more frequently than I should. That's one of the. That's horrible.
Surprise.
Frankel, what's your favorite cheese?
I mean,
rank them. Top 3 cheeses. Let's say right now. Actually, top 3 instead of top 3. Let me give you a scenario.
All right.
You're having cheese and crackers. What's the cheese you're having with it?
Red Leicester.
Red Leicester.
Yeah.
So you prefer a stronger cheese?
I mean, it varies. The problem is, once again, look, America does some things very well, and it does some things shit.
Okay.
Bread and cheese, it does shit.
Okay.
Like their bread and cheese is pumped so full of like preservatives. You can have a loaf of bread for a fucking year and it won't grow mold. It's crazy. So I just my favorite cheese is melted inside something fried. I don't care what cheese, as long as it's fried and melted.
What's the 3 things then, Frankel, that you'd say in America that are the worst?
I would say Chinese food, as in foods.
Yeah.
Chinese food, for sure, is way up there. Bacon, well done. Bacon. I mean, look, and they can do it really well. The Brazilian steakhouse that I wish I was going to tonight to ruin my diet, they do this it's like sugared and pepper. It's so good. But their normal bacon is crap. And the other thing I would say, just like anything, they don't really do fresh things. So bakeries, anything that we would get in like a Greg's or in a bakery in America tends to be shit because none of it's fresh. None of their ingredients is free of like chemicals and preservatives because it has to travel so far. And you know what? Like the price of going and buying shopping at like the supermarket here is easily double what we pay in England.
Yeah, no, that's true. I know someone who like had to move house and they were like, oh, the worst part of moving house is you've got to buy all the food in again. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like you know me, Frank, I'm lazy. So I was like, yeah, that sounds like a Belfer. He was like, yeah, you got to spend like $200. And I was like, what are you talking about? How? And then they're obviously talking about buying all the preservatives and everything else they've got in the house. But I'm just like, how are you spending that much money? Like, it's just, that's a madness to me.
When I go, so I buy like, when I'm coming back to England, I buy a bunch of like American stuff to bring back for friends and family. And then I do the same thing when I leave England to come here. And it always shocks me when I go to the checkout with literally a trolley full of Haribo and Walker's crisps and Cadbury's chocolate. Like I've got a huge fucking trolley worth. And it comes out to something tiny. I'm like, wow. Like it's probably a third of the amount of money. You know, like for example, in England, a big pack of like crisps are what, 99p. A little bag of like beef jerky in America is about $7.
Fuck me.
It's insane. There are certain things in America where there are certain things in different countries. For example, petrol here, everyone's going crazy because it's so expensive, but it's still half the price than what you boys pay in England.
Mm.
So shipping, like obviously I run like a mail order company. If I want to ship something from England to America and I'm doing it from England and they're paying there, it's once again about a third of the price than if I pay someone in America to do the same thing. Like for some reason, they're just very proud about prices of certain things. But because their bar is already here, Americans are used to it. So it's like they don't realize they're getting fucked because the bar's already here. Whereas, you know, so I guess they've just started at a different point.
So what would you say is like the top three things then? You said that's the worst thing. What would you say the best thing?
Meat, steak. I mean, hands down, steak is incredible here. Like that's the number one, the beef. No doubt in my mind. Two, bar food here. Like in England, the majority of pubs you go for a drink and you get some shitty microwaved food. You know what you expect it.
Yeah.
But that does not exist anywhere. Even in the shittiest little pubs and bars in America, their food is a way, way higher standard than even like an average pub in England. So like eating out, the quality is just better in general. And then what would I say else is like really good here in America? I don't know. I think as just variety. When you go places, there's just more to choose from. You know, burgers are better. Ethnic food is definitely not better. But I mean, if you like Mexican food, I'm not a big fan of it, but Mexican food over here is great. Oh, no, I know what I'm missing. Barbecue, like brisket and the sausages. Like the way they do barbecue here is phenomenal. Like you don't even have brisket in England. Whereas here, it's one of the like best things to eat.
Yeah.
What about Australia? What's the same question? What's the top three worst / best things compared to the UK?
Yeah, similar with the Chinese. The Chinese is just nothing like what it is in the UK. And especially in suburbia, right? And I always judge it by suburbia because that's where most people live, not, you know, Chinatown. You go to a good restaurant in Chinatown, you will get a good Chinese. But suburbia here, very average. Don't like it at all. And I'm a big Chinese fan, you know. And the steaks, same again. A good steak here, like because we got a big cattle industry, we get great steak here. But you've got to go to a decent restaurant to get it. You know, if you go average, you'll get average because it's all rated here, the beef. You know, most of the best beef in Australia gets exported all around the world. You know, the real good beef, the Wagyus and all that.
How much does a good steak cost over there, Kieran?
You'll probably pay about $35 to $40 for a good steak, which is about 20 quid, 18 quid for a good steak meal, you know. Yeah, the best Chinese I ever had was when I worked in Germany, to be honest. The Chinese there was, I don't know what province, you know, the Chinese people in Germany will come from, but it was the best Chinese I've ever had. But yeah, it's even, I love Thai food, but the
Yeah,
suburban Thai shops aren't that good. Because when I was in Thailand, I loved the food there. But when you get it, they don't use fresh chili or fresh. It's all powder what they cook it up with, the flavouring, and you can tell the difference. There's a massive difference, and it's okay, but it's not great. So they're the two things that. And another one is the Indians here. The Indian curry here in suburbia is pretty average. Well, I used to live just around the corner from Brick Lane. Yeah, long time ago, before it became trendy and all that, where it was just the real Indians and the Pakistanis that were there, mate. They were local, real fucking blow your head off curries, right? You know, and even back then, you used to use your hands to eat it with, some roti bread or paratha or naan. And here, in suburbia, the curry houses are very average. You go into the city, there's ones that are known for being really, really good, and that's where you'd go. But if you rely on your local, you get a bit fed up with it. You just don't bother.
And what would you say is best?
Oh, you first, James. You first, James.
What would you say is the best stuff over there that you would recommend that you go to?
I think, like Adam's steak. You know, I mean, you go to a decent steakhouse here, you're not going to go far wrong, mate. You're gonna get a good meal. If you like a steak, mate, you'll get it. Yeah,
An English steak is terrible. I mean, you just don't.
What's seafood like over in America and Australia? Seafood.
I don't eat much.
Actually, James, that's a good point because seafood here is massive, and it is lovely. It's a great. I like, I like oysters, Kilpatrick, and I like going to a seafood restaurant, and I like snails, and you will get great seafood here. You will. Again, suburbia average fish and chip shop though is fucking shit because it's all frozen crap. They don't cook it fresh. It just comes out the freezer, throw it in the fryer, and give it to you, and it's average. So you won't get decent fish and chips, but if you go to a seafood restaurant, you will get great seafood. You will get it fresh. Caught that day and cooked that day. That's what you get.
I imagine seafood in America depends on where you are.
It does.
Like Adam's in like a massively landlocked location, so I can't imagine it would be like a burgeoning industry.
But you say was it New Orleans or something? You'd say it's like good for the fish.
I mean, they have a lot of like gumbo, so they have a lot of shrimp, oyster. I've been in New Orleans; they do have a lot of seafood, but here in Texas, there's not much of it. There's not much. Of it.
It's a bit like that because you're right there, Charlie. Because when I lived on the Gold Coast here, we used to go to a place in Burley, and the fish shop. You walk into the fish shop, and you actually picked what fish you wanted for them to cook, and behind the fish shop was the trawlers that brought it in that morning.
Wow!
So it could not be any fresher, and you just pick whatever, and it goes by the weight of that fish what you pay. You want a really big bit of whatever it is, dory or cod or whatever. You go by the size that you pick, and they'll batter it or breadcrumb it and cook it there and then. But like I said, it's fresh because the trawlers are right behind that brought it in that morning. It's brilliant.
I love that. Also, once again, just to answer the questions from the comments, I'll go through some of them. I mean, it depends where you're at. In Vegas, brilliant. Where I live, awful. Everything's shut by 10.
But for context, you don't live in like one of the major cities in your state, do you?
Well, I live 30 minutes north of Dallas, so yeah.
Okay.
What's Dallas? What do you say Dallas is like though? Like, is that like compared to a city?
I mean, it's all right. I just don't go out there. I mean, I only go there if I'm going to see a sporting event or I'm going to see a band play. That otherwise everything I need is around here.
Yeah.
And then I wish, James, you'd have told me this like before I'd paid all my money for the diet because it's kind of too late now. I do like Indian food. My guess, far more enjoyable. If it was in Vindaloo to burn me to death from the inside, then I don't know if that's enjoyable. And maybe we're going to get this Italian bloke. Is he Italian?
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to get him tonight. Who knows?
He's coming. He's flying this weekend to the UK supposedly.
He's coming to check out the Italian restaurants first, see if they're any good.
Which they are not.
I'm very excited about his dad and his granddad, and that's all I can say.
What am I going to get for food? What am I going to do?
How have you not got food yet, bruv?
Well, because I'm fucking here in front of a screen, aren't I? So I
Bro,
can't.
just use your phone to order it, you silly Billy.
Yes, but then I'm gonna mess up my diet. I'm not even like I'm fully sober. A place to be, unless
I've got a question for you, Frankel. What's the one thing you hate about Charlie Walsh?
Yeah, one.
Oh, there's not one thing.
No, one thing.
I mean, there's
What's the
not
one
one
thing you hate about me.
One. All right, I can do one thing. One thing is like he uses this logic.
And remember that by default,
Shut up,
that
Charlie.
means he loves
It's my
everything
turn.
else about me.
He uses this. He always uses
Everything
flawed
else
logic
about me,
to
like
make a terrible
literally
point.
everything else about me.
But
he loves
the
me.
worst thing by far is his continual like spy efforts to divert people away from watching West Ham. Because watch me watching West Ham. Don't watch West Ham.
When have I ever said to watch me? Show me where I've ever said to watch me.
You literally just
Show
said
me a
the
tweet.
words. You
Show
just
me,
said the
show
words,
me a
"Watch me."
Yeah, but in context of other things. Show me a tweet. Show me me saying everyone watch the watch along. Show me a single time I've ever told anyone to watch it. Thank you very much.
There's that. Well, give me a chance. Trying to look through messages to see if there's.
James, are we in the way here? Are we in the way, mate? Get on with it.
No, we need an adjudicator. So when Adam Frank was wrong, you can all tell him, and we can all move on with our lives.
Well, Charlie, why he's waiting? Why he's doing that? What's the one thing you hate about Frankel?
The fact he can't hang a picture up or his shirt.
Nah.
DIY retarded.
I find that quite funny. The one thing I hate about him.
There's too many.
I'm just trying to focus in on it. I think really when it comes down to it, he's just a numpty. Do you know what I mean?
Terrible answer.
Just a numpty.
I mean,
like
Charlie Walsh pathetic answer.
Absolute donut. You know what I mean? Like there's levels to this game. Do you know what I mean? Because I like donuts. Clearly, look at me, and I like an idiot from time to time. But there's something about Adam where I'm just like, he just rubs you up the wrong way. You know?
Is it the Man City shirt?
No, I think that's a symptom rather than the problem. You know what I mean? You go to. I think. Do you know what it is? I think it's overconfidence. That's what I think it is. You know, when we're doing a quiz, and Adam he comes in all hot as if he's going to win, and then ends up losing. You know, and it's just and he can't.
It happened more often that I beat you. Like I won more than I lost.
See, this is that overconfidence getting to you again.
No, I'm just
that's that overconfidence getting to you again.
Helen, that's a good question. I know that he was absolutely obsessed with the Eminem song from it. I think he saw it, but I'm not 100% sure. Does anyone know?
No, I'm not sure.
I know he was obsessed with the song because we talked about it a lot. The Eminem song for it. He would have loved it if he saw it. I beat you both constantly. What do you do? Oh, look at me! I can chip up with something.
To defend you a bit, Adam, I did think when you did host a quiz show on American Hammers, I thought you done it really, really well. Really well.
Well, thanks, Kieran. I appreciate it. All of you guys competed, right? You did you compete on it, James? You did, right?
I didn't do it. Nah, I come in later on. Nah, I was on Jake's one, wasn't I? That's the one where.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed doing it. We had a good laugh.
Don't forget the time. 3:33.
Oh shit! All right, we're ending this. Love you all. We love Peach. This is in his memory. Stay positive. Love your lives.